Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome to episode 7 of the Usual Spot podcast. I am your wonderful host, Miss Moderator, joined by Sean, Young X Chaos, Buku Joe, Dell, and Josuke. We've got an iconic list of topics. This might be a long one, but I will moderate as moderators do. So, let's jump right in to those who went to DreamCon last weekend. Luis isn't here, but he'll hopefully be joining us shortly so he can weigh in as well. But let's just clear the way for Sean and the two Joes to tell us about DreamCon.
Who wants to start?
Should I mean, there was more beautiful women than I can probably count like ever in life. Jesus Christ.
Tell us about that.
That's how we started. Okay.
I mean, hey man. I mean, there's not much to say. Just a lot of pretty people. I mean, just a lot of cool cosplay. I really like the vibes, man. Like, not to get into like the later topics, but I really like the vibes. It didn't stink, which I was very shocked about. It did not stink.
Like, literally not at all.
Like,
somebody found a cheat code though. No, someone found a cheat code because everywhere we went, they had like popcorn, like dispensaries, like where you, well, not dispensaries, but they were serving popcorn in different areas, and the smell of popcorn was so strong you couldn't really smell like anything else, which low key, smart move. I don't know who the fuck thought about it. Maybe it was an accident, but that was some smart shit. So niggas could have been stink. Like shit. It was a couple of niggas that looked like they was, yeah. They could have been stink, but I didn't smell it because that popcorn shit, it was locked in. They just knew.
It didn't smell bad at all. I mean, the events could have been handled better, but it's the first time in that venue, you know what I mean? So the badge pickup was interesting. Sean's a fucking criminal miscreant.
No. No, I'm not.
Bro,
I'm an opportunist.
This nigga skipped the whole line.
As you should.
I felt so
as you
bad, bro.
Got that for me.
I'm an opportunist.
Staying in line? Come on now. Who does that?
Yeah.
Who stands in line?
That badge pickup shit was abysmal.
I ain't know what was going on. They were just like, y'all in this line? Sean was just like, nah. I was like, I'm just following this nigga. Shit, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, and it was like, oh no, we skipped the whole line. I was like, how? And I was like, fuck it.
Because bro, the line was insane. Like they had it at like
it was bad.
The top of the Marriott in like this one area. I guess it was like the banquet area, and like the line just like wrapped all the way around. Like it was like doubly wrapped around like that whole that whole top area, and it went all the way kind of like down into like the lobby a little bit. And so as we're going up there, we're looking around. We like, bro, where the fuck that we didn't even know where the line ended. And so like I call them the green guys, but the people that were there to moderate or whatever, they were trying to like get like a hold of like this line and like put these people who don't know where to go in a specific place. And so as we were looking for it, the end of the line kind of meshed in a little bit with the beginning of the line. So like as we were walking up to it, I'm looking around and I'm like, okay, like the lady, she's sitting there asking like, everybody, if you're getting to the end of the line, go left, go left, go left. And like right, like on the right hand side, like of her right hand side is where the beginning of the line starts. And so I look and I'm like, y'all boys, let's just let's bend over here a little bit. And then she asked us, she was like, are you guys looking for the end of the line? And I'm on the phone and I'm like, nah, I'm not looking for the end of the line. So we get to the front and we were just able to skip. But I think they need to do a better job of the badge, like getting your badges and shit, because
they had to
I think would have fixed that.
Though. I think
would have fixed it
super fast.
But he said it was like an opportunity for him too as well. Like I don't think he just like waited the whole time. I think he said the elevator like had broke down and he found a way to the escalator
broke, but I think he was still in line. He said like they just did it really fast. That's what he told me.
Okay. Yeah, so but I mean that wasn't the case for a lot of people, because when we got there, the line was insane inside the building as the day was going on. Like that Friday, that shit it was like a triply wrapped around the building outside.
Yeah,
so it was like so many people outside.
I
Like,
got
it was
mine on Friday. And so literally,
insane.
like he said, it wrapped around the building and then still went back around and all the way to to some other part of the block. I was getting there to go get my badge, and as I was walking and seeing how long that line was, I literally was like, "Oh no!" And I just cut right in, dapped some random nigga up, and was like, "Hey, what's up, bruh?" And I got my badge because I'm not about to stand in that long line. That's so dead. Like that was extremely dead.
So I think some people were upset.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure people behind us, they was like, they just skipped the where the fuck. I just ignored it, yeah. But
yeah,
there was somebody behind me. He said something.
Wait, so there wasn't a?
I didn't care.
So like,
I was ready to fight.
DreamCon, there was opportunities to go like randomly on your own to get the. Cause I think Luis got our badges, or somebody went and got our badges for
at
Dream
MomoCon.
for MomoCon.
Yeah.
Or did they not have nothing like that?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know, because we were thinking about that, and then every opportunity that we had to go do it, all of us forgot, because his homie Quan, who tagged along with us, and he's a real cool guy. Shout out to Quan, by the way. He wasn't up with us when we went to go get our badges, and so we were like, oh, we should try to get the badge for Quan if he can like send us a photo of his ID. But once we got up to the front, we all forgot.
I sold that nigga. Yeah, I sold.
Yeah.
I sold that nigga like 3 times that week. I sold that nigga like 3 times.
Dude, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy because he asked that nigga Josuke to wake him up like when we all get up so he could be with us to get the badge. That nigga Josuke didn't do that, and then he was like, we went to go get lunch. He was like, yeah, nigga, since you didn't wake me up, you got to stand in line with me. He was just like, all right, I'm gonna do it. That nigga Josuke did not stand in line with him for a long time.
No, the lion shit, not every week, because we had to go back to the room to drop our shit off or something. And I was like, all right, I called, I was like, where you at in the line? And nigga, he's like, oh, I'm already in DreamCon.
Oh, he already
like,
got
nigga,
it. Yeah, because you were supposed to go back. Yeah,
it was like, it happened so fast. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
because he was like, bro, like, Dale, to paint a picture, the badge pickup, at least when we went to pick it up, was upstairs, like in a room. This nigga Quan was outside in line. Like, so I'm like, there's no way he got his shit that fast. But I guess
that shit's
he
crazy, bro. But I hope that they allow like next year people to get their badges shipped to them, just like how MomoCon does. Because even though like at MomoCon the lines are crazy, that shit didn't have nothing on DreamCon. Like,
I got a question, y'all. Like, so are the premium weekend passes the same as the single day? Because they didn't even check our shits.
No,
could we have got a single day and just been straight?
They check.
No.
It's different, and they check. Yeah,
for real?
Like for certain events specifically.
Yeah, it actually said like Saturday, on the fucking badge,
days,
or like it was saying like
checking all that.
Friday or whatever.
I swear they were checking, bro. They were just like, "Oh, you gotta land your shit."
No, that's the thing. They was making sure that you had it around you, and the badges were different, and that's how they knew like whether you were supposed to like be there.
I swear you could have finessed, because people were just walking.
Because like depending on whatever checkpoint you was at or whatever the case is, like niggas is gonna be looking for your shit. But actually no, you have to walk in. Like they had security every single time like you walked in, which they don't really have at MomoCon like that for real. Like unless it's like right there in the area, but like you can walk into the Congress Center and walk in there for a while before you get to any type of like check-in or whatever, and you can kind of skip past that because it's maybe only like 1 or 2 people looking.
Yeah, I was about to say MomoCon,
but at DreamCon there was much more security, I think, than it was.
From MomoCon, from what I remember,
sneaking in like guns.
When we went to MomoCon, what was it? Last year, like literally, there was some points where we were supposed to have a premium badge, but we just walked right through because there was no real security. Here, they were like, "Hey, let me see a badge. Let me see a badge." And there were some people that had like single day badges that were trying to finesse their way, and they're like, "Oh nah, like that's a 1-day badge." Like nah. So it was different. Like the badge itself was what was different, and that's what they were checking. Like so, the fact that you had a 3-day badge, that's why like it was more lax for you because your badge was just different than everybody else's. So it was easier. Okay. And also like the difference between the regular 3-day and the premium would have been like for certain events, which is why some people was able to skip lines and we couldn't. Shit like that.
You probably definitely could have finessed, but I don't think it would have been worth the risk because like while it was so many people there, you eventually probably would have got caught because of how many checkpoints there were in different areas. So yeah,
really quick before we get into some of the like specific topics around DreamCon, I want to go around to each of you who went and give me like your favorite moment. I know that's like a big ask, but like give me like one favorite moment of your whole weekend. So I'll start with Marshawn.
Can I just give like a whole like overview, like quick overview? It's not going to be a lot, just like my experience there too. Just like,
We'll be quick.
all right. So the whole experience was great. I had a really fun time. Definitely could be a lot better, like here and there. Like there were some tweaks. I mean, the entire time, like we were moving on CP time. Like nothing. Most events didn't start. Didn't start on time. So like that was like a bit of whatever. The whole line process I didn't really like for some of the events and panels that we went to. I will say my favorite event that we went to was the comic versus anime event. It was like one of the smaller panels, and that's because I felt like that was the time where we really got to like get involved or feel like involved in whatever we was doing. Like I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram, I had posted Joe was tweaking out about Deadpool versus Naruto. Fucking Luis lost his voice
Wait, I'm
the night
sorry.
before.
I'm sorry, really quick. Did you just ask your closest friends
Like, who the
if we
fuck
follow
did
you
this
on
nigga think he
Instagram,
is?
or
I
was
am
that for the
talking to the
listeners?
people who are
Okay.
watching this.
Okay, gotcha. I just had to make sure because everybody
Why
turned
did
their
y'all
face
take that
up.
that way? Of course, all
Everybody
y'all
turned
niggas
their face
follow me on
up when you
Instagram.
said that.
I understood.
Every
understood where
single
that-
person
I-
in here turned their
we
face up.
playing boo
Yeah, I
boo
understood
right
exactly
now.
what you
Okay,
mean.
okay.
Bro, I'm saying like, what?
I just
Oh
had to
my
make sure.
God.
I'm sorry. So, okay, so just a quick note while you edit, just slap your Instagram just right there so the
I'm not
listeners can
doing that.
understand. Okay, go ahead.
Oh my God. But yeah, so I think that was my favorite event because we all got involved. Like people were in there yelling back and forth. Like I ain't gonna lie, it was just a bunch of nigga shit, and I love nigga shit. I can't cap to you. Like they was in there just arguing about like who's
Voice
more
was so
popular
long.
in the anime and comic space, and it's like most of these debates were like really simple. They're really simple like wrap ups. Like it was like who's more popular. Fucking what was one of the dumb ones? It was like Superman or Aaron Yeager or some shit like that, and people were just like trying to make the case because they love the character.
I didn't, man. That's when I realized, bro, people really don't know what the fuck they be talking about. Like some of those points were so goddamn bad. Like
Yeah, that was terrible.
the argumentation was just so bad for that.
But it's fun though. Like to me, I find it fun because I wasn't like invested in it, and it's like it's just fun to see people who like love the thing that they love like go up against something else where it's like clearly like we all know what the right answer is, like who's the most popular, but because they love this thing so dearly they want to make a case for it. And like just seeing that back and forth, seeing people react to each other, like react to each other's takes, it was just hilarious. It was probably the best, I think, moment that I had there for sure.
Cool. I'll move to you, Josuke. What was your favorite moment of the weekend?
I mean, I feel like the club stuff was really fun. I had a good time with that. Probably the anime Jeopardy. I really like that. Bruh, I really sold that shit. Bro, I can't believe I sold that shit. I got third, bruh. But it was fun.
What question you lose on?
So it was what TV dad voiced this character in Fist of the North Star in 1986.
Oh, yeah,
it was so fucked. And I knew the answer. I knew but I brain farted right, like when they asked me, because like I learned that like a month ago, like before the event, and it was Uncle Phil, and I was like, dude, I can't believe I got that fucking wrong, dude. So, yeah, I bet, and I could have won, but I bet all my points because I'm all or nothing.
Yeah.
So I got first in I got first in my round, and overall, I got third.
See, you needed me there to combat that bullshit, the all or nothing bullshit, to level that shit out, so we could have won.
Bro, yeah, if I just chilled out, we were good. So
I'm mad.
Yeah, I would say like
that's nice.
That was the best one. Like I said, the clubs are fun, dance around, scream, lose my voice and all that. So it was a good time all around.
All right, man. It's time for the clip real quick.
Okay, Joe.
DreamCon is overrated. There, I said it. It's overrated. Nah, but it was cool. It was decent. For me, just real quick, doing a quick little overview like Sean did. To me, I did enjoy myself, but it was just extremely overwhelming. I feel like it was a very big con, but it was very condensed in terms of like just what was going on at the con. Like the only thing that I could compare it to is MomoCon, which I feel like is bigger, but it just felt, and I know it's not fair because MomoCon's been going on longer, but it just like it's more organized. And so with that in mind, DreamCon was cool for what it was, even for what I thought it was gonna be. It just felt like a lot at times, but I did enjoy myself. They said my favorite parts, honestly, like the comic versus anime panel, going out to the parties and clubs, and I don't have it on me because I had to mail it because I'm not a dummy like these other people that got paraphernalia at the con trying to bring it through TSA. Like I'm smart, but I got this. I got like this Trafalgar Law sword, like a legit sword kind of thing, and that was like the highlight for me.
If you try to
Exactly.
bring
Like
that through TSA,
I see niggas trying to bring their swords and stuff through TSA, so it's like that's just dumb in my opinion. So
They
yeah,
would have
I don't have it
tackled
to show to
you.
y'all now, but like that was, and just seeing my friends and whatnot, like
proper
all
sword
that was
team.
just cool for me. All the meetups, all just the vibing out, being able to, and I will say this, that I will give the edge for DreamCon over MomoCon. It was really black. I love being a nigga. It was extremely black, and I love it. Like it was unapologetically black.
Yeah.
At the most positive way I can say that. That's why I said like overall it was still a good time. It was like kind of like just a big cookout where you just meet a lot of niggas that are into the same things that you are in. Like we're gonna get deeper into like the
about a Sonic
yeah.
makeup
See,
bag.
it's just stuff
I
like
love
that.
that.
Like we're gonna get into like the
I was drunk though.
like the
Bad
the
decision.
issues that were there, with like maybe some streamers or certain content creators, whatever. But like the core of DreamCon is, I feel like, about niggas that enjoy this anime gaming pop culture shit, and that was there, and I enjoyed that aspect of it, and that was really cool to me. So I would just say like overall, like
Oh shit.
Oh shit, both of them.
Love. Yeah, both of them. But we'll keep trucking along while they get back. Lastly, Luis, do you want to like briefly talk about your weekend and your high point
fucking
of last
arguing
week?
with Sean at the Big Eos and cosplaying.
Are you gonna bring this argument to the pod?
Nah, ain't no point, bro. We're gonna be here for a while.
I'm about to say, bro.
I was right. I was right from the beginning, and Sean was doing that shit where he's like, "You're wrong," and then I keep saying what I said at the beginning, and then by the end, he's like, "You perfected your argument." I was saying the same shit over and over again. He loved doing that shit. You perfected your argument while we were arguing. I was saying the same shit the whole time.
I need y'all to know, bro. I'm not gonna say anything.
Hey, this is
I'm not
triggering
gonna
for
say
me.
anything, but we gonna talk. We gonna talk, because if I say something,
argument was my fault, by the way.
if I say something, we gonna be going for the next 30 minutes. But I'm gonna let him rock.
Yeah, don't say nothing.
I do want to say about DreamCon though. Fuck. Damn it. I fucking forgot what I wanted to say. Never mind. We could get into the next topic.
Awesome. Well, I'll keep trucking along. So while we're on the topic of DreamCon, before we get into the negatives, I want to highlight, as someone who did not go but was sitting in the Discord just waiting for updates from our friends over the weekend, one of my highlights was seeing ours truly, Marshawn, drop a picture of him and his favorite content creator, his new best friend, actually. Do you think you could share your screen and pop up that picture really quick? And I want to immediately toss to Tevin. Don't nobody say nothing. I want to go immediately to Tevin.
This is kind of crazy.
Add it to post.
It's kind of crazy because this wasn't what I intended on doing. But
this is kind of crazy. It's like this gonna be a bad look.
Is it gonna be a bad look? It depends on how we,
I mean, if we tell the truth, it's gonna be a bad look. That's why I didn't want to bring in names.
We tell the truth.
It's a bad look. I don't know about this one, Gay. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, I don't think the image needs.
It's not that. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Okay. I took a photo with Barefoot Tasha.
All I'm asking is to just hear Tevin and Dell specifically their thoughts on this photo. Okay. Whether that's positive, negative.
Whoever that guy is on the right, he has a nice smile. Jesus Christ. Look at him.
I just think it's interesting as somebody who has heard you say like a few, surface level negative things. I wasn't expecting
surface level.
This picture
I said that.
I wasn't expecting this picture to happen. It's called constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism. Oh, Tevin's being nice. Tevin's being PC right now. I'm sorry. Tevin's being PC.
Look. Let me preface this by saying this. Like legit. They're acting this way because there was a time where I was hating on Barefoot Tasha.
There was a time?
Right? There was a time where it was active hate. Yes, bro. We haven't spoken about Barefoot Tasha like that in a long ass time. Like before DreamCon, before all that shit. Bro, it's been months. It's been months for real.
I don't like this.
It's been months for real. It's been some months for real.
Okay, look. Okay, don't make me. Please don't make me.
If you want to go look it up in the chat, go look it up. You can go look up in the chat the last time I talked shit. I have spoken and I've talked shit about Barefoot Tasha, right? But it got to a point where it just became more of a bit because I don't have anything tethered anymore. It is a bit. It is indeed a bit because I don't have anything tethered to like why I would hate her now. Like before, I used to be in her streams. Like it was funny because like it's become such a bit that they didn't know that there was a time that I actually fucked with like her streams and shit like that. Like I used to be in her streams. What? I used to be in there chatting.
What
like the whole nine. Yeah. This is true. This is okay. Can I speak the truth or do we have to sit here?
You see, I'm quiet.
What am I not speaking the truth about?
You see, I'm quiet.
What am I not speaking the truth about? Are y'all gonna let me get into the shit? How about this?
With crack though,
because I don't want to spend too much time on this because we do got a lot more shit to get into at DreamCon. Give me like 3 to 4 minutes to explain it, what I think the truth is, and then y'all can combat it for another like 3-4 minutes, right? If y'all want to do that, is that cool?
I'll give you 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes.
You've been lying since you started talking.
I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. Okay, so look, I was a Barefoot Tasha viewer. I was in her streams the whole nine. I remember when she came into the scene because she was rocking with TBH, the Black Hokage, for y'all that don't know. And I fucked with TBH, and he ended up like kind of introducing her, and there was another streamer too as well, like kind of into the scene, like kind of getting her traction or whatever the case is. And I thought she was cool. I used to follow them on Snapchat the whole nine, like watching them like interact with each other. I thought the shit was cool. Like, it used to be there. And something happened. We don't have to get too into the situation, but she ended up dating somebody else. And like her dating somebody else, I was attributing to that person not releasing content because that person was very consistent prior to that thing happening. Wait, what happened?
So you a child of divorce.
Call it that. It was more so me being online as silly, but not like I was being like,
oh, it was silly. All right.
It was silly, but it was like, I was leaning into the bit. Cause I'm like, bruh, this wasn't happening until she showed up. And so when she was doing these things, or not doing these things, when they were in this like relationship, whatever, like the quality and even the content that this person was putting out dwindled down by a lot. And I was like, this has got to be the issue. This has got to be the problem. And I'm like, this is the problem, whatever. Some things happened. I got reaffirmed in that. And then like from that point on, the person who I was complaining about just really was being even more inconsistent than he was when he was in a relationship with this individual. And so now I don't really have anything to hate on her about. It's just been a bit that I've been running with like for a while because it's been funny. It's been a hilarious
Gotcha.
thing.
Thank you so much. All right. So I want to go to Tevin. Tevin, what are your thoughts on the word bit? And then maybe you can share your opinions on this image.
This is crazy.
For something to be a bit, right? It's like who is the bit for? Like,
it was for y'all. It was 100% for y'all. Like, I was running with the bit. People thought it was hilarious. Y'all was looking like, damn, oh, he really hate this girl. Like, da-da-da-da-da. The bit is for y'all. That's what it was. That's
what we thought.
I can't be entertaining to my friends. I can't try to make my friends laugh.
I need you to mute it up for the rest of the segment.
And y'all dead ass think that, bro, y'all know me as an individual. I don't really be out here hating these people for real, for real. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. I don't be feeling real disdain for these individuals. Like, she is somebody that I don't know for real. It was a bit.
I just wanted, sorry, Tevin. My thing isn't the fact of you really hating her or not. Regardless of that, you did not fuck with her. Mm-hmm. Like, regardless, I'm not even saying that you knew her or didn't know her. You did not fuck with her. That was a real thing. So you trying to switch this up and like, oh, it was a bit.
Oh my God.
It was a bit. I was making my friends laugh. It was the bit. No, nigga, you did not fuck with her. We actively, cause there was multiple niggas like myself, like Tevin, they're like, oh, bro, we know you don't hate her for real. You actually secretly like her. Bro, I can't stand her. I don't watch her at all, bro.
Oh,
Stop trying me, bro. I don't fuck with that girl like that, man. Da-da-da-da. So you doing this right now is insane. I was going to let you live if you did not lie.
Bruh,
if you didn't lie, I would not have said anything at all. But you're actively lying.
I'm not lying. I haven't lied once. I swear to God.
You're
I
trying,
haven't lied once.
You're trying to go really black and white right now and make it seem like we're like, oh yeah, he like hates this girl. He wants the worst for her. He wants her to go to, like, no, nobody thought that about you at any point at all. We just know you did not fuck with her.
I have to explain this.
To the point where it's like, you taking a picture with her, that in itself, that's the bit. You taking the picture with her is the bit. See, that's
my dog, bro. That's my dog. What you mean? That's my dog, bro. That's my dog, man. That's my dog, bro.
Okay.
Me and Tasha, we locked in, bro. Shout out to Tasha for real ass nigga, man. She took a photo of me. She was like, "Oh yeah, of course I'll take a photo." Da. She was cool.
Deceptively tall.
She is tall. That nigga Sean like 6'5", so she got to be at least 6 foot. Oh God.
I doubt it, but if she ever sees this, or anybody that's affiliated with ever sees it, I don't. I
will agree. You don't actually hate her.
And low key, me taking the photo. Low key, me taking the photo.
Okay. As long as you admit that, we know you. I know you don't hate her. I know you don't.
I don't hate her for real. I just want to. I don't hate her.
You don't fuck with her.
That's it, bro.
I'm not talking
like on some real shit. I don't know her like that, but I don't fuck with her like in the space of streamers. Yeah, no.
As an independent,
I've been watching her streams lately. Yeah, no.
Just you don't fuck with her. Like you don't fuck with her. Like it's just as simple as that.
Look at that smile though, man. Look at that smile. He look happy, don't he?
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on because
she's a real person. If we tell the truth, tell the truth. Like, come on, bro. Like,
come on, bro. What you mean?
Yeah, let's just. Yeah, like Dell, I want to move on because I'm gonna stay quiet because there's a truth to be told, and I don't want to be the one to do it. So let's move on. Look, if he love her, we love her more. So let's keep moving on. All right, the last topic that I wanted to talk about from DreamCon weekend is negative. This was like a black excellence event. Really? I hate that phrase, but I'm gonna say it. And unfortunately, some negativity came with that. DDG and his brother.
W moderator.
DDG and his brother got into an altercation at DreamCon with one of the attendees there because the attendee in passing yelled doo-doo garbage, which is incredibly rude and just low down derogatory. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I too would punch somebody in the face if they called me doo-doo. I mean, I don't know. It's insane. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a slur almost. So yeah, so got into a fight at DreamCon. It was all recorded. And I mean, DDG in itself is a topic that we've talked about separate from this, but it was all recorded. The guy who was hit later came out and said he was thinking about taking some legal action against this because he didn't really think it was that serious, just, heckling and yelling out a name that he's been called for years now. What are y'all's thoughts on this? Like, his brother even came out and did a clip saying, kind of doubling down and him beating him up, and DDG responded and said, like, if it was him, it would have been worse. It would have been more than a punch. What are y'all's thoughts on this? I want to start with Joe
I want to go
first,
first
and
just
then
for the
I want
simple
to go
fact
to
that
Joe.
either y'all gonna agree with me wholeheartedly or completely like disagree with me. So I just want to say it's too much going on with DDG right now. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. Like I know the people don't know, but y'all know I'm a big advocate on. I think DDG is lame. I've been saying this for years now. I think he is a lame individual. I don't really care for his content like that.
We will not be
This, that, and
seeing
the
any
third.
pictures of you with
But
DDG.
in you won't be seeing any pictures with me with DDG. On God, you won't. I swear you won't. I I think he has some cool songs, but in terms of his character, in terms of his content, I don't fuck with it. But in regards to this situation, I think that I think he's right. Like not necessarily right, but I think that Buddy, the dude that came in and was like doo doo garbage, I think he was the problem in this situation. I think, and I'm not gonna get deep into this bag, just like a brief oversight, and that I didn't bring it up in my overview of DreamCon, but this was another issue that I had. It's the age of the new content creation, like the clip farming thing. Like everybody's trying to get their clip off, and it's annoying. It's tedious. Like the amount of people that I saw at DreamCon that were live streaming, like bruh, like and enjoy the con. Like you don't be streaming in general,
That
and
shit made me
you're
feel
definitely
so
not a
old.
live streamer. Like it's like all I see is hey chat, oh chat, look at what I'm about to do. Like we didn't put it on the notes, but like old girl, what's her name, like Snowcone or whatever, that's doing the like free Tory stuff at Meg's booth. All that stuff is lame as fuck to me, and that's in the same realm as this. It's like you just want your moment. You're trying to get a clip off, and it's like you're not funny. This shit wasn't cool, and yeah, niggas is gonna like you don't know these niggas. So if a nigga like wants to off your shit, a nigga's gonna off your shit because you don't know these niggas. So I'm not. And DDG wasn't even the one to do it. He was just like, hey, bro, like who are you? His brother's the one that's like, say that shit again. And if a nigga tell you say that shit again, at least if you're gonna say it again, be prepared for what's about to happen. Cause I know if I say something and niggas like, hey, say that shit again, I'm prepared for whatever's about to happen next. I'm not about to be like, oh man, he just hit me. You provoked him. I'm not saying that niggas are like promoting violence, but if we niggas here, you know when a nigga say certain words to you, you prepared for anything that's gonna happen after that. Especially if you're gonna stand on business like he supposedly did. So just in my opinion, for this situation, not too much on DDG. Like I can't really be mad at how the situation unfolded, especially since he wasn't the one to put hands on him, nor did he even tell his brother to do so. It's just like, hey brother, don't talk about my brother like
Yes,
that.
he did.
We don't even know you. This shit not a joke. I don't know what Josuke said.
I want to hear Josuke talk about this
Okay.
because I feel like me and him probably aligned a bit.
What DDG did, I feel like the whole thing is stupid. The reaction was stupid. What the brother did was stupid. You are a public figure. If you can't handle getting called doo-doo garbage, a name colloquialized like in like streamer, kind of like I guess in streamer lexicon now because it was a popular thing said by someone else, and like you cannot like it, cool. Sending out your brother like a fucking Pokemon, I thought was a little. This was a little fucking weird, bro. It was just like because it went like it was like, you want me to handle that? He was like, yeah, go ahead. DDG did send his brother. He was like, yeah, like go check that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, don't show the camera. Like he definitely orchestrated that, to be that. And I think that's fucking lame. I mean, if you can't handle that, like, oh, do the garbage, oh, go fight this nigga, go ruin a con that has nothing to do with this niggardly ass shit you own, like, oh, fighting niggas and all that. You send that shit outside or something. You could have roughed that nigga up outside. Find them, I'll catch you or some shit like that. Doing in the con with nerds with nobody who gives a fuck about none of that shit. Like they just want to go and they want to go to the exhibit hall and buy art. Like, I feel like that shit was lame. It wasn't the place for that. Y'all look cool in front of look hard, like you John Gotti in front of the front of the motherfuckers in Sonic fursuits. Shit, little, it's just lame to me. I can get with it personally, understand being upset, but you know, what did you prove? Like, especially with the shit that's going around your name, I feel like that just was a bad PR move. If you look at it from that perspective, but also like you ain't getting no clout coins for that shit. I don't think like no one looks at you like, damn, that nigga really like that. You ain't even put hands on him. Your brother did. You know what I'm saying? Which is like obviously you understood why you couldn't, but I still think it's just that shit don't up your stake, and that may not be what he wanted. He made us wanted to check that nigga, let him know that niggas can't call me through the garbage, but you could have handled that. You know, stand 10 toes, stand your own 10 toes. You know what I'm saying? Handle that shit yourself. But that's how I feel about it. I think it was lame.
If correct me if I'm wrong, the clip I saw, I didn't see any like communication from him to tell his brother to do that.
Correct, Dale. Correct, Dale. You're right, Dale.
And
you're absolutely right.
I'm not a support. You have to show me that. The clips I've been seeing have just been bro walking up and being like, yo, I gotta say something to you. Him saying do the garbage, and then the cameraman taking his stuff off like hold on, and then him saying it again, and when he says it again, that's when the brother hits him, and then DDG's like, yo, don't show this. That's the clip that I see most of the time, and there's like different angles of it, but I didn't see anything from him saying like, yo, I want you to do this to this person.
It wasn't that blatant, but there is a clip of someone calling him doo-doo garbage. DDG is talking to his brother. His brother walks up to DDG and he goes, hey yo, I want to go check him or some shit like that. And then DDG goes, yeah, go check him. And then he walks up to a dude, and then that's when like it cuts to the clip that you're talking about where they ask him like, hey yo, what did you say? Okay. He said, what did you say? And then he said doo-doo garbage, and that's when he
So there's a clip. So this must have been a longer clip, because from what you're saying, the dude had already called him doo-doo garbage, and then they had their own separate conversation. Walked up to him
they
again.
Were walking away from it.
I see.
You hear it in the background, and then his brother walks up to DDG and he's like, yo, I want to go check him or something. He says something. I want to go check him. I want to go talk to him, like something.
Yeah, he said check was in it, but it was something along there.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's the case,
he said, yeah, go check him. He's like, go ahead.
Okay, if that's the case, then I think that looks worse on him, because that's letting me know that y'all could have just walked away from it, and then that could have never even happened. But because you then gave this person like some sort of like okay to go do something. Now when it comes to the legal thing, like I just don't understand. Like I guess he might have some way to charge him just because like of that clip alone, but like he wasn't the person that touched you. And I'm not a supporter of these. I'm kind of indifferent to this person, but yeah, I think I'm more so. I think the lame shit really falls on the person that is trying to provoke these people in the first place. I think if you're trying to like go to famous people and like antagonize them or like just like get them mad for like, you know, whatever, like some attention or whatever, I think that's weird. But as someone in a position of his fame, whatever status, especially like in the situation he's in, I think if you know you can avoid that situation, you should just do that. So yeah, if that's what happened, then some blame does fall on him. But I think I don't know. I feel like
you said doo-doo garbage is very weird. I should have added that. He is. I'm not trying to act like, you know, niggas doing that shit is like, oh, you have to take whatever niggas say, whatever. Good. That shit is lame.
Yeah.
I think everybody said most of what like I probably felt. I think I would just reiterate that the whole situation was dumb on both sides, stupid as fuck. I think specifically, I probably take more issue with DDG's side because I feel like he has much more to lose than whoever the guy was that was heckling him. Especially given the situation that he's in right now, it's a bit of a sticky situation. Like PR wise, like, you know, like legal wise, like he has too much shit going on to be like doing that, right? And like low-key, it could have been the stress. He could be stressed out, whatever. May just like been like, whatever, fuck it, like niggas want to try me, da da da, this, that, and the third. But I mean, he could have felt that way. It doesn't make it any less stupid. Like I don't think it proved anything besides like to some people, they feel like they can get a clip off of you because you may feel that bothered by someone calling you doo garbage, right? 16. Like, some niggas might be stupid enough to want that shit to happen. Like I want you to try me so that I can do something, whatever. Like it's like you see that, it's like, oh, like I can get his attention if I say this. Oh hell yeah, I want to go do that shit. I want to see what the fuck he about. Like it could be shit like that too as well. So like I think it's just dumb all around. Like it's very stupid. It's just a very stupid situation.
Yeah, let's move on. Because I mean, I don't know, me personally, while I close this out, I think if the man who was slapped does choose to press any charges with everything he has going on right now in his personal life, I think it'll be a quick settlement, because I do agree it was very lame to heckle anyway. Doo-doo garbage is not like real. Like it's not like derogatory or a slur. Like it's not it's doo-doo garbage. It's not anything. I don't know. Like
Pause.
I just feel like everybody involved is too close to 30 to like put your hands on someone over doo-doo garbage.
One more thing. Can I say one more thing
digress.
about DreamCon? And the conversation that is around, just real quick. The conversation that is surrounding it online is kind of pissing me off, because I feel like people are taking these specific instances, like the shit Joe was talking about with the Meg shit, the DDG shit, and like some people were like they were like some people are part of like a similar fraternity. I don't know if it was the Qs or whatever. They got together and they started strolling and doing a whole little thing. People were getting upset about that too as well, trying to be like, oh, DreamCon is getting too big. Now it's like it's the regular blacks, it's the normie blacks instead of like, you know, the weirdo blacks that are here, and they're fucking up the event. Y'all niggas need to relax. And I'm sure most of y'all niggas that are saying that weren't even at the event. Like, I forgot who said it earlier. This is a black event. It is still a black nerd event. Like, nerd culture is at the heart of it. People who come together and are part of a fraternity, that shit is beautiful for them. Y'all may not fuck with it, may not be a cup of tea, but that's fellowship, bro. Like, that's just that's their whole thing. They feel like able to be together in that space. Now with the IRL streamer shit, it wasn't that deep. Yes, there were streamers there. DreamCon, they were promoting streamers to stream at the fucking event. They were like wanting that to happen because it's like that's the biggest thing right now. Relax. Like the shit is not that deep. It is not like they're losing whatever culture y'all might feel they had before. That shit is still very much so at the heart of the event. And I felt that going to the panels, walking around, seeing people interact with each other, like I very much felt that culture at the event. That shit is not diminished or whatever the fuck y'all trying to make it seem online. That's all I had to say.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
I agree with everything you said, other than like the streaming thing. I mean, like I don't have that shit. Like that shit made me feel like a 50-year-old man. I'm like, damn, bro. Everywhere I'm walking, there's a camera on my face inadvertently. I couldn't stand that shit. I couldn't stand. It made me really awkward. That shit made me feel like uncomfortable as fuck. Cameras everywhere, like especially when I caught like myself looking directly at it, or like I'm sitting down and there's someone with a camera right beside me. And I'm in that. I couldn't stand that shit. I mean, that shit made me want to move, walk around. I'm like, I get it. Streaming right now, you know, at the streaming universe and all that, even more so, just like this huge craze. Everybody got like, it's kind of like New Year's when niggas start working out. It felt like that. Like, damn, everybody got, and their mama got their phone and cameras and shit. And that's just like, I just want to enjoy this shit, bro. Please get this fucking camera on my face. Like, just move the fuck out the way, bro. I just want to see cosplayers and vibe, like enjoy the vibe, go to events or whatever, bro. Not nigga who not indulging in that shit, who just trying to, you know, like it's Club Farm or just, you know, do whatever, like not really partaking too much into the cosplayer shit. Now I have seen good content with niggas with cameras, like, oh, who will win in this fight, or ranking the anime MC, shit like that. That's cool content, bro. But the IRL niggas just walk around talking, and then like, hey, I'm at DreamCon, just talking into their phone, bro. Like, bro, just enjoy this shit, bro. Like, if you don't got no like playing content for real, bro, like just vibe, bro. Like, put the fucking phone
down. Okay. Let's move on to some music talk. I'm actually pretty excited for this. All right. So Clipse is set to release their first new album in 15 years. Let God Sort 'Em Out on July 11th. Pusha T, my B-Day twin, explained that the project was supposed to come out through Def Jam, but Def Jam ultimately released the Clipse, the duo, because of a verse that Kendrick Lamar has on the album. So, long story short, Kendrick Lamar has a verse on a song called, I just Googled this, Chains and Whips. And Def Jam, which is under UMG, asked Pusha T to edit the verse. And Pusha T, of course, said no. And after, I guess, long conversations with some higher ups at the label, the Clipse was dropped from the label for refusing to do so. Which is ultimately making Kendrick's verse more highly anticipated to hear what he's talking about. But aside from Kendrick's verse, what are y'all's thoughts on labels like censoring features, and what do you think could be on this verse? Does it matter what's on the verse? Drake is going to come up here. I'll start with Dell and then go
I
to
think it's really
Carl.
interesting. I wonder if it's just a UMG specific thing where they want to be cautious of the ongoing issue between Drake and them legally, or if they want to going forward set a precedent of censoring more high profile internet beefs or music beefs between artists to avoid legal backlash if they feel like this is something that artists will have the opportunity to do to get back at them. If that's something they're afraid of, we can't afford that even be a thing. So we're just gonna censor our artists from doing stuff like that. I think it's a bunch of different ways that stuff like this could change the music industry. It might not even pan out to be anything. It might just be like a one-time thing. But I think it's cool that Push and his brother had the power to keep the integrity of their music and walk away from that label and distribute.
Didn't they buy themselves out?
Yeah. I think yeah.
Yeah, they said it was 7 figures.
And I fuck with Rock Nation, work collabing with them to distribute their project. So yeah, and then I think they spoke about it in like Kendra's verse didn't really have nothing to do with Drake or the beef or anything, but just because of the proximity of these two artists that have dissed him before, UMG was just afraid of that look. So yeah, I think it's just odd and it's unfortunate, because of the precedent Drake said that this is even a thing. But yeah, I'm happy for them. I hope their album does well.
I think Dell kind of hit the nail on the head on this one. I think regardless of what that verse ends up being, it'll probably be something mild. In regards to the Drake shit, I think the bigger story here is just that Pusha T was able to stand 10 toes. I think it was a matter of principle. Just like you're not gonna tell me what the fuck I'm gonna do on my album, especially not this album.
Yeah, and let me ask y'all this. Would it look worse if the verse comes out and it has nothing to do with Drake?
Most definitely.
Does it look worse?
That nigga is fucking up hip hop, bro. He is fucking up hip hop, bro, with this shit. He is doing that with this suing shit. It is so fucking weird to me, bro. It's again, if the like you were saying, if the verse comes out and he's not even mentioning Drake or whatever he's alluding to is vague enough for it can be directed at anybody in the thing, even if it was directed towards him. The fact that we're now pursuing this and are trying to pursue this in some legal court or whatever the case is, or are getting the law involved, it's weird shit, bro. It's because now he's so big of a figure that people are going to look at that and be it be an example of what they could potentially do whenever battles or beefs may start. I'm not saying everybody's going to follow suit, but the fact that that shit exists and it's now a thing, that is weird as fuck. You lost a battle, my nigga. I get it. He said some shit that could have been damaging to your career, but we all know Drake is going to be okay. We all know he's going to be fine at the end of the day. It's like, I mean,
he would have been.
You know, it's like, why take it to this level? Like, you know the optics, you know how this looks, and that shit is just becoming harder and harder to even, like, for me to even listen to his music, because I don't want to take the side and be like, oh, now it's just fuck Drake for everything, or like, because I still fuck with like a lot of his music. I mean, like, I'll be the first to admit, like, I'm a big Drake fan, but this shit is so weird that it's like it. I told Dell a long time ago, ain't nothing coming for like it don't matter who these artists are, bro. None of these niggas are bigger than hip hop itself. And I think that he is doing shit that is like so anti hip hop that it's disgusting. Like, it's to the point where I was like, I don't want to be associated with any of that shit, because it's just weird to me. That's so weird that this is even a conversation. I just had to say that. I'm sorry.
If anything, I hope that it turns out that the verse had nothing to do with it, and then they went back after all this and re-recorded a verse to specifically go after Drake and say "fuck you" to the label. They're like, we weren't doing nothing, but now we want to. Like, y'all saying we dragging the shit out, let's drag it out then.
Yeah.
I just want to say from the discourse that I saw, because I'm not gonna reiterate what y'all said. Y'all basically hit all the points on the head. All the little the owls that are trying to say, see, Drake was telling you about censorship. Now y'all all on the side. That's not what this conversation is about at all. And this is why I know y'all are dumb. And I dislike every single one of you. You don't understand context. You don't understand hip hop. You're dumb. I don't care. I'll be the one to say this. This is me saying this. I'm not gonna hold anybody else to this except for probably Luis specifically. Y'all are stupid. Y'all y'all all y'all think Drake, and that's all y'all think about. And so that clouds y'all mind for anything else of substance. Y'all are stupid. I have no hope for you. You're what's wrong with hip hop. Not just him. You embolden him to do these things, and that's why a lot of mainstream hip hop is the way that it is right now, at least viewed a certain way. And it's your fault.
Double digit IQs.
It's like I just like it's just I saw that so many different times. They're like, oh yeah, now everybody's trying to get on Drake's side about censorship. Yeah, you're dumb. Eat a dick. You're stupid.
What is Drake doing to my hip hop, bro? Tevin, tell me. What are you doing, Tevin?
Yeah.
What are you doing to my
hip hop? It's almost like I've been trying to tell you for the past fucking 5 years that I've known you.
See, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do the let's go back in time, because he was not on this.
But he's been on this shit.
He's not been. I won't say 5 years, but he has been on this I'm going to the law type of shit, right? Like, if you want to say, hey, I can see Drake being capable of doing some shit like this, like Sean. I've told you he's capable of doing it. He hasn't been doing this specifically.
Being corny, being weird.
But the legal action stuff, I agree with you. That's different from legal action.
He took legal action because he was corny and weird.
Action. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The issue is, like you said, we could see the writing on the wall with the corny and weird shit. But the thing that has been like consistent is he thinks he's bigger than hip hop, and that's something that we've been saying for a while. Like he's always felt that he has been bigger than hip hop, and a lot of people will try and they'll point to the numbers, they'll point to whatever stats they can to and it's been years that's been happening. So that's why this didn't just come out of nowhere. Like, this literally didn't come out of nowhere.
I'm not saying it has. That's why I said I can understand his point. If it's like, I've been seeing that he's capable of this. And I mean, being capable and actually doing it are just two different things to me. Because it's like, he actually fucking did it. Like, to me, did he ever? Okay, let me say this, because maybe I'm not informed. Did he ever try to take legal action against Pusha T? Does anybody know that? Like, when he took the L, or did he just go to Apple and have that interview? And just
I don't think so.
I don't think so. He just went to LeBron.
He said what he was about to do, which is that's some corny shit. But to me, that is completely separate.
I think running to a body that you think is authority to end a fight, that's corny.
That's the thing with that, how you ran to
Jay Prince. That's still a figure of authority.
Like how you're saying he just that beef in itself. He moved differently in that beef than like something like Meek Mill, like the beef with Meek Mill, and that was like the first signs of like, oh yeah, he feels like he's bigger than these rules, and he's trying to restructure the rules for his favor because he
when
lost.
y'all let him get away with that
And
ghostwriting
that's
shit,
what,
he thought he
like
could do whatever.
that's where it started at. Like it was just the fact that like I don't care about the ghostwriting thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of ghostwriters, but in terms of like the beef itself, like how like the things that he did and said against Meek Mill, and then turned around and was like, how is Pusha T saying these things about me, whether they're true or not? Like that's just, where's the code? Da 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 da. It's like, where was the code then? You didn't have an issue because
No, he was
you
talking.
were
He was
at the
talking
top.
about how Pusha T was talking about Noah and him being sick, and or 40. He was talking about 40 and him being sick, and he was like,
Yeah,
"You talking about 40? Like,
it's still there's no rules to beefs.
Yeah.
Niggas literally have died over beefs. I'm not saying that it's right, but that's hip hop. Like I'm sorry, but niggas have actually died, and they've said way worse things. They've said way worse things. Niggas have killed entire characters. So it's just like, when that was the first like signings of that, and then it just led to this, that it's like, yeah, you like how you're saying, like there's one thing of like having the ability to doing it, to actually doing it, but with Drake it was like, it wasn't like he has the ability to do it. It's more like, when is he gonna do it? Like it was just like, this is an inevitability type of thing. Like the way that the writing on the wall, the writing is already on the wall. We know that it's gonna eventually get to this point. So that's I think that was the difference between Drake and other people that might have the capabilities to do this same thing. That we knew that it probably was gonna end up getting to this point eventually anyway. Didn't know it was gonna be Kendrick, but we knew it was gonna be something that was like, oh yeah, I'm bigger than hip hop. I'm making the rules now. You're not following the rules that I set up.
Yeah, I think Pusha T in his recent interview kind of summed it up well by him just saying, like, you're kind of like, this suing shit is bigger than some rap shit. It's like him basically saying he was saying like something like he don't rate him anymore, but he was just like saying like, this is like, it kind of cheapens the art of battle rap, and I agree with him. Like, or just rap in general, like, I don't know, bro. It's just weird. Like, this is I think it's in the same school of like the Rico shit, right? Like being able to use like rap lyrics to accuse someone of doing persecute like someone of doing something illegal or whatever the case is. It's like it's in the same school of that, and it's like, that's some Fed shit, and I don't know how niggas just get behind that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Somebody revving that bitch up.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I thought I was tripping for a second. I was like, I got a video playing.
Revs.
Oh man.
Because we agree with you.
Hey,
yeah, that's
shit.
fine. I mean,
that's all I gotta say about that, though.
You know why?
Okay.
You know why Fed shit is accepted now in hip hop? It's the Travis Scott fans. You know what I'm saying?
I'm crying.
You know what I'm saying without saying, you know?
Niggas trying to go after everybody.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying.
I get it. Like, it's that Travis Scott shit. It's the no jumper shit.
Yeah,
it's the Vlad shit.
Yeah.
It's all of that shit.
I just want to say one more thing, because I feel like, I know I've told y'all, I don't think I've said it on pop, but the thing with this Drake thing is like, I know most people have probably seen Straight Outta Compton. When they talk about in that movie where Ice Cube does where he breaks off from NWA, and like they start having their rap beef, and then their manager is like, oh yeah, we gotta sue him, and then Eazy and Dre are like, bro, we can't do that. That's not hip hop. Like that shit is gonna be lame as fuck. We have to respond with music, and he's not understanding that. That is exactly what this is. Like, if you're not gonna respond with hip hop, just don't say anything at all. But trying to take legal action, that is literally the antithesis of hip hop in this scenario. That makes the L even bigger for you. Like that's what makes this whole situation just worse. Like literally just get in the booth. I'm not I don't even know if you can make a better song, but you just gotta try. You have to try. If you're gonna say,
and he's gonna tell you I was in the booth, but what I made was so crazy that it would have erupted the planet.
They would have.
The streets would have run with blood if I put out this song. So I had to hold back.
It's just bad look for Drake. L Lake. Lorick.
He said put out your 10 songs. I'm going on vacation.
Oh man.
Then he goes on stream to promote gambling.
All right. Let's move on from that palm colored activity and move over to game events. So this past week there were a couple announcements, of some game events. We had the PlayStation State of Play, Summer Games Fest, the Xbox Showcase, etc. What games were you guys looking forward to playing? What shocked you? What, do you not care about? What have y'all still not heard from? I want to start with Josuke here and then go to Tevin.
Where are you about to start, Josuke?
We can start.
For PlayStation event, are we doing like in order?
I mean, maybe let's start with State of Play. Let's start with State of Play.
Man. Look, I saw the Marvel game, the Marvel fighting game. I'm very excited for that. I mean, as you know, I like fighting games, so I don't know, man. It's gonna be dope. 4v4, that is very new. That's not been a thing before. They basically said, "Fuck it, we gonna up the ante." How? There's been 3v3 already. Fuck it, 4v4. They did the classic. Just add more. So, I wonder how that's gonna play out for like balancing and how they're gonna have mechanics around 4 people and how much they expect the new players to learn. It's a big IP. It's Marvel, so they probably expect people, if they add in more creative things, people will still sit there and play it just because that's their favorite characters in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's like the biggest takeaway for me. Resident Evil 9, even though I'm not gonna play it, I can't wait to watch someone play that shit. Oh man,
I think he's just going around. Like,
Resident Evil 9. I'm not gonna play that shit. Can't wait for somebody to play it and I'll watch. I'm too much of a bitch to play that shit. And I think that's like the 2 major ones.
All right.
Say something, Louis. Say something, Louis. I get mad. Say something.
Oh man, you the Resident Evil guy, bro.
Bro, what the fuck? No, cool. Come on, bro.
Oh man, I do want to ask you, Josuke. I do want to ask you before we.
I do know more though.
Before we get to everybody else, I do want to ask you about like what is the perfect? How does Arcsystem do this right? Like, what do they need to do this Marvel game right?
Make it for freaks.
Make it play Marvel 3.
Yeah, basically what I said.
They could play like I play Marvel 3 and do things like give it just a freeness to it. Like it gets to your stride when you play it. It feels very structured. You do medium, heavy slash into fucking special into RC, more combo into wall break. Or you set up Oki. Like it's very structured, it's very simple. And it's not really, you don't look at somebody and be like, oh shit, that's how motherfucking Word the Fuck plays. Not how Word the Fuck plays. It's like everybody plays the same. And Marvel 3 or in older games, like you watch like a BBCF or something like that, get to your exit rev too, you can kind of tell how people play differently. Or even like Street
like when
Fighter,
you say people, you mean like actual like players, like the players play a character.
Actual players. Yeah. Tevin, you might make me mad. You ain't been around the trenches enough to have an opinion for it, bro.
I didn't say her do it. I didn't say her do anything.
Hey man,
I didn't say her do anything.
Y'all niggas can't have an opinion. I haven't been in the trenches, man. But
man.
Yeah. So what they can do is not make it like Strive. Make it a better game. I pray to God it's not like Strive. I'll play that shit for 30 seconds.
Yeah, don't make it like the game that has sold Gangbusters. Don't do that, Arc. Yes, it did. For a Guilty Gear game?
It's sold for a Guilty Gear game. It didn't sell gang, but this is Marvel. They can do more, is what I'm saying.
Okay, listen to what you just said.
Specifically about sales, I think he's talking about his longevity for the game. I think the
his longevity, but you're saying
you don't play fighting games. I can't take you.
Suck a dick. Literally choke on cock. Anyways, because literally what you just said.
Before you say that, you have to. You have to consider What he's saying is not like something that's isolated. That's just a Josuke thought process, right?
I know. I get it. What I'm saying is,
wait, who are you? You're saying Josuke is speaking for who? Who are you saying
for fighting game guys or whatever that want complicated combos and shit?
I'm not saying he's speaking for anybody, but like
that sentiment has been around. But my response to that is, you already brought it up. It's a Marvel property. More eyes are going to be on it. You think that these people that are only in it for the Marvel shit are going to stick around when it's what the level of complexity that you want? I think Arcsystem knows that as well. Where like someone that might not be.
I don't think he said that.
It's beyond. It's beyond, bro. It's like I said. You ain't been around the trenches.
I just don't want you to put him in that box, because we had that conversation. I really want to be fair to Josuke, because we had a good conversation about this. And I don't think he's like saying it in a way where it's like this thing needs to be so complicated that it deters people away. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, right? Like if I'm saying something that's not true, Josuke. I think the idea is, yes, like it's okay to make this accessible, but to an extent, right? Like still make it to a sense where it's like people can hop in and they have fun, but there's also something for veterans in like the FGC where like they can get creative with combos. They can make this character kind of like their own, and like really like think about like the infinite ways that they can play a character, like in a sense, right? Like there's a good balance between both of those things. Am I wrong? Is that like...
No, you're not wrong. I mean, look at Dragon Ball FighterZ. I mean, I use Dragon Ball FighterZ as an example of that, where y'all can get on right now and do shit in Dragon Ball FighterZ and be like, this is kind of fucking sick. And then by people who actually play these games longer than a week, can still flesh out things. They're like, oh, wow, I didn't know this can lead to this. It didn't. For a casual person who may want to upgrade into like, not even being competitive, just like, I kind of want to be good at this. They can find that there's still more meat to the game itself. Guilty Gear Strive distinctly lacks that. You can find an optimal very quickly. I use Dell as an example. There's not a diss to Dell. Dell gets on Strive right now. Dell can whoop niggas' ass right now without super lab and shit. He can hit a nigga with Gold Lewis right now and pack him up.
He really saying you suck at fighting games. He really saying you suck at fighting games.
No, I'm not saying that, because Dell put in work.
I wouldn't take that if I was
but Dell can attest. Dell can attest that with Guilty Gear Strive, if he hits me with Gold Lewis, no matter how good I am, doesn't matter. If Dell hits me with Gold Lewis and does the proper combo, which he will do, I'm losing 70-80% off top. And I don't feel like that's good game design for the people who are trying to have fun with this game. I feel like that is being supplemented by like, let's give it high damage and very simple mechanics, which doesn't feel fun to play. It doesn't feel good. So I feel like if they want to make this Marvel game, I didn't mean to take over this segment and make this.
This is
make
what
it quick.
About.
With the Marvel game, I feel like because it is a beloved IP, Luis, specifically to you, Luis, because it is a beloved IP, people will be able to give it more credence and more time, because people, when it comes to fighting games, particularly, I feel like it's a little bit more amplified with how much they attach to these characters and how they play. Guilty Gear Strive, people don't know these characters. So they believed, which I still don't think is true, but they believed they have to make this game way simple while also seeming flashy so that people will play and stay, and that did gangbusters for a Guilty Gear Strive game. They don't have to do that for Marvel, because people are going to play because Spider-Man's in the game. Therefore, they can take more creative liberties. That's what I'm saying. And it can still be fun for a longevity and not be like Guilty Gear Strive where I'll solve the optimal combo for every fucking character in 5 minutes and then play online and get Celestial.
Thank you so much for this unpacking on fighting games and what it should look like. Thank you so much. There is so much to cover on all the games. I really want to go to Tevin, and maybe he can talk us through and walk us through the high points of each of the
I can do the
events.
PlayStation one at least.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Okay.
I'll go through the ones that aren't that are cool but not much on it. Like the 007 game was shown.
No, that's fire. That's a heater.
It looks neat. I want to see more of that. Silent Hill F was shown, which is like,
that's a heater.
Okay.
What do you think about that Silent Hill F? You don't have to go on a tangent, but that's your spiel. So
I hate when these devs talk about it, but if I'm talking about the game itself and not what they've talked about it looks cool. I mean, it looks like it could be It's supposed to be really intense. They gave like some crazy. Anyways, it looks like it could be really cool. So we'll see.
It's the next one.
We'll see.
I was watching it, and I was like, when I saw that trailer, I was like,
I like the visuals.
This is a game that, I was like, I feel like this is a game that's like kind of up like Carl's alley, right? Like, and I think they're doing a solid job.
Yeah, Silent Hill F.
Alone. Yeah,
it's like a
they're doing Silent Hill. They're doing Silent Hill 2, but in Japan, which is like, okay, we'll see where that goes. That could be cool.
You gotta stream it, Luis.
I'll try to stream. FF Tactics, which is really cool. I really like the tactic games. I think if this sells well, hopefully we'll get like revamped tactics games, because this looks cool, but as a remake or a remaster or whatever this is supposed to be, visually it doesn't look crazy.
It's a remaster. What do you want to do?
It's a remaster. Well, I wasn't sure. It doesn't say remaster. It just says
it looks like it's a remaster plus support.
Okay,
yeah, I think
I'm glad it's a port. That's why I'm saying, like, I hope this does well so that we could get tactics games with like crazy visuals.
People love tactics.
Oh yeah, tactics is awesome. Yeah. Tactics is great.
Claim to love tactics.
All right,
we'll see what happens when the sales come out. We'll see.
Neo 3 got announced with a shadow demo. That was sick. I haven't played the demo. It looks great.
The demo's fun.
Okay.
My first time playing any like Neo anything. Dell's a bit more of an expert on that. Tevin's a semi-expert too as well.
Would we want to talk about the demo later?
I just want to get Dell's face.
Yeah. Let me let y'all know he's not. No expert. No expert in his name. He'll tell you that.
I wouldn't tell you that. I would agree with Sean. I think I am a semi-expert.
Yeah, let him know, Tom. Let him know.
But yeah, I wanna put hands on that. I haven't been able to get access my PlayStation this week. Tides of Tomorrow looked interesting. It was like that's that game where you play the other people's storylines. Like, they make decisions and you have to basically deal with other players' decisions. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it mechanically of how that's going to work, but it looks very interesting. And if it's like a $40 game, like, cool, I'll check it out.
Yeah. Pretty game too.
Looks very pretty. We saw some more Pragmata finally. The Capcom game. It looks cool. It reminds me of that fucking character from Mortal Kombat X, I think, where they have the girl on the guy's back. You know what I'm talking about, Jessica?
Ferrator?
Yeah, sure.
Is it Ferrator?
Yeah. You're the shooter man. You're John Halo shooter man, and you have a little girl on your back, and she has certain abilities that she does while she's on your back while you're shooting. So Pragmata looks cool. We saw some more of stuff that we had already seen. We got another Ghost of Yote trailer instead. I don't think we got any gameplay, which that's interesting.
It wasn't like a trailer. It was more like
another teaser thing.
Announcement for a direct, right? Not a direct.
Yeah, it's going to be
it's getting its own.
It's going to be its own.
Gotcha. We got more Metal Gear Solid Delta that's coming out soon. Another trailer with the Ape Escape rep. Thank God.
There's a new Ape Escape?
No, the Ape Escape. The apes are in Metal Gear Solid Delta.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Romeo is Dead, the new Grasshopper Suda51 game. That looks insane.
So sick.
So weird. What I come to expect from Suda. Why I like Suda so much. It looks like, No More Heroes-esque with a bit more stuff. Excited to see more about that. We got Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection for the people that care about Mortal Kombat.
I don't think a soul in here cares about that.
As they should.
Because I think the only difference between this and those stupid little fight cabinets that they would sell at Brandsmart is that you could play with people online.
Oh yeah. And it has rollback netcode.
Oh,
I think there's gonna be some more stuff in this collection, like behind the scenes stuff. And
okay. That's cool. And along with that, we got the announcement of a fight stick produced straight from PlayStation.
I forgot all about that.
It's a new fight stick.
Yeah, PlayStation made their own, first party.
Which didn't make sense in the middle of the show, but then it made more sense at the end of the show.
With the Marvel game. Bloodstain was shown, the new Bloodstain for people that like Bloodstain, and a few smaller things. Hot Shot Golf is coming back.
wireless fight stick, I'm good off that shit.
Oh, I was finna show it to you, but you looked it up. Okay.
And that's about it for the PlayStation one.
A lot of stuff that could appeal to somebody, I think.
Yeah. There's. I think that's more to Summer's Games Fest. I think there was a lot of stuff at Summer's Games Fest where I was like, that looks really interesting. That looks really neat.
Y'all think Geoff is doing the right thing? Forget the Game Awards for Summer's Games Fest. Like, you think he's doing the right thing by displaying these indie games, like mainly, like putting them like to the forefront each year?
Yeah, I think this is like where AA gets to shine, like indie to AA
in this climate.
Yeah.
I was about to say. I mean, all the main ones have their own showcases. So I think it's better to do the indies and, like you said, the AA's, because like that's gonna be where people don't really like people aren't gonna really see them anywhere else. So that can be what your market is, and you're gonna get a lot more new fans, and then the fans that you do have they'll just have more they'll get more eyes onto these games, and then that'll inspire more studios or small studios to try out their game and make it good or whatever. So yeah, I think this is the place to do that at.
Yeah.
If it were a place to do it.
I asked that question too as well, because it's like, I think the expectations for some, like, people, I don't think they're still getting it. And it really clicked to me, like, mainly this year, like what the Summer's Games Fest, he really wants it to be about, because he's done this the last couple of years, like specifically trying to do his best to highlight these indie games. And I think when these big events roll around, people's expectations are like, oh my God, we're going to get some really big, crazy news we're not expecting, or this, that, and the third. When it's like, we're just going to get we're going to definitely get some Hoyo ads, because he has to find a way to
fund the whole, pay for everybody.
So he's got to find a way to pay for the shit.
Actually, the Hoyo was at this event. I don't think Hoyo was
there wasn't. It was Hoyo Light, man.
Yeah,
there was a few updates, some seasonal things, but nothing. Yeah, a lot of gacha games. But yeah, I think to that point, I think every time there's an event like this, there's like a large crowd of, let me not call them brain dead, but dumb people that go in, and before GTA 6 was announced, right? That was the thing. People would be like, GTA 6 reveal, GTA 6. So seeing some small, cool little black and white indie game that's a boom shooter is not going to be exciting because you're waiting for GTA 6. It's like that anticipation of seeing something earth-breaking is kind of blinding people to the really neat and interesting games that are being shown.
Yeah. It should be more of
it's a mix of two types of people that are in the same realm. Sorry to cut you off, but it's a mix of two types of people that are in the same realm. The member berry people and then the fake gamers, because they wanna always attribute to,
no good games anymore, bro.
This isn't like E3. E3 had all the, and first off, we were there for years of E3. Yeah, E3 used to suck. E3 used to suck, and the thing
having
is,
to watch E3 from home would suck ass.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like it. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like they're expecting like all these big studios, like the Xbox, the PlayStation, Nintendo, to all be there again, like it was at E3. When even then at E3 they didn't show all their big hitters, or when they did, it was so much other fluff or so little time that they had for their like stage presence that you didn't really like get a real announcement. So it's just like all these other things that's like you're having a false memory of these things, and then also just to make it easier for all these big games to have their time, these studios are doing their own showcases, so that way that's where you can go see these things that you're looking for at. That's why like I said, like I think he's doing it correctly, because that's not what this is for. And I don't, like you said, he's been doing this for years. I don't think he wants that to be this, like, because we saw how bad E3 was for how long it was. Like there are definitely some good years. I don't want to make it seem like E3 was just forever trash, but in my opinion, there's more bad years than there were good years, and they're at the bare minimum. There were definitely way more okay years than there were good years. So it's just like,
I don't think I ever watched.
So it's just like with all that in mind, it's just like everybody just has this fake nostalgia of like, oh yeah, it's not like how E3 was, where we got these big announcements, like you said, like, oh yeah, we got the GTA at E3. I'm not getting GTA 6 at Summer Games Fest. It's like, that's not what this is for, nor should it ever be meant to be that thing, because when it was that, it was bad.
Yeah. No matter how many times he hops up on that stage and he details what he wants Summer Games Fest to be about, like shining a light on these indie developers, small developers, whatever the fuck. Like it's like people don't seem to, like, it doesn't seem to click. But I think that's also like it's a weird like tug and pull of like he kind of needs people to be excited surrounding this and like to maybe expect like some big news. That's why you get the RE9s and
you'll get a good handful.
They showed Elden Ring. Like it's just not as simple. It's not as simple as this is an indie. This is a show for indie games and that's it. It's not that simple.
No. It's they're big draws.
I'm just saying that's the core of it though.
I think he'll have the one or two big reveals to wrangle people in, and then once you're here, check out these other little smaller games while you're waiting for that big pop off. So he's kind of weaponized that expectation in a sense.
But there's nothing wrong coming in there looking for a big pop off if that's the case. Then if you know there's
I think you're missing what I'm saying. I think it's people want a specific thing. Mm-hmm. When people want a specific, because Geoff is going, there's something cool coming, which he needs people to watch. But I think in that, if you're going in expecting one very specific thing that probably is not going to fucking happen, then you kind of shoot yourself in the knees.
You're not like setting yourself up to discover other games that are like right there that you could potentially enjoy if you open your mind to it. The whole reason I'm saying it is because I feel like there's people who are kind of going into these situations. I mean, you do whatever you want, but they're going into these situations with a closed mind, looking for something specific, like Luis is saying. And when they don't get that one thing, they're like, oh, this event's fucking trash. Oh, this is da-da-da-da-da. This is whatever. And I feel like that's like kind of, I don't want to say adverse, but it's like, that's not like, I don't think people are understanding what these events are for. Like what the core of these events are supposed to be for, or the Summer's Games Fest is supposed to be for, and like what he's doing.
And speaking of Summer's Games Fest, let's get into the.
I just reveal. Like maybe it's the wording that's getting me, right? Because it's like what if you said that to the people that came in there looking for RE9 specifically? what do you like? I think the sentiment is like what you're trying to say is like it makes sense, right? But I think it should be extended to like not people that are coming there looking for a specific.
I think this is specifically speaking to people that are like, if that thing was
a specific type of game, right? Like they're looking for big budget AAA games.
Yeah, but I think that if Resident Evil 9 wasn't shown and you were like, oh, I hope you were really excited to see Resident Evil 9 get shown, and it wasn't shown, and then you turn around and go, well, that was a shit presentation. Yeah, you're kind of missing the point. I don't think there's anything wrong with like expecting a game or wanting a game to be there, but when it's not, I think to turn around and say that the entire event was dog shit because you didn't get the thing you want is a bit weird, and it's not what these events are kind of meant for.
I don't think I got a single thing.
Sean didn't get Kingdom Hearts.
Like, I didn't get Cage 4.
Good.
We didn't get Silk Song, and it's like I'm not fuck you, but I'm not looking at that to be like, holy shit, like this was just like garbage, you know what I mean? Because like I'm understanding that it's like discovery of like some new games that like these indie devs are trying to get off. And I think if you care about, I think if you want to care about video game culture and like supporting these indie devs when you have like one that slips through the crack and they make an amazing game like Clair Obscur, it's like, this is kind of where it starts, like it's with like these showcases that's like
oh, that's that game that looked neat.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying people need to feel bad for
Luis,
can you move us into the next event, please?
They popped out they started the show with Mortal Shell 2, which is pretty cool. I played a little bit of Mortal Shell 1. It didn't really hook me. This looks a lot more polished. It looks like they have a lot more ideas, and it just looks all around better. So I'm more excited for this, knowing that they had pretty solid foundation with the first game. After that, we saw a Death Stranding 2 clip, which is like nonsense. It's always these Kojima games and their clips. I did not watch that clip. It's always the game. It's not even gameplay. It's like a story clip that makes no fucking sense to anybody. Because
why does it even need to be there? The game's coming out in like 20 days. Like I get it. Geoff and Kojima, sitting in a tree. KISSIMG, we get it. But it did not need to be there. Like
he wanted to show off his. Yeah. He wanted to show off his not clipboard.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just marketing the game, but the clip made no sense. So there's like nothing to spoil. Two characters cry in a room, which is like a lot of Death Stranding. So that's looks great still. Chronicles Medieval. It's like a medieval sandbox game. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I thought it was like a Dynasty Warriors game. I think this is the game that Tom Hardy is like voicing over, which is cool. We got Sonic Racing Crossroads, which I didn't care about until.
What'd you think about that, Josuke? The crossovers.
Cool. I think it's cool. I think with like, you know, Yakuza and all that, you know, Joker and all that.
Yeah.
Like making like a Sega thing, I think is really cool. Like I just don't like the cars. I wish they kept it like Sonic Riders. But.
Are they? Joe, I wanted to ask you, is with this Sonic game, are they just reheating Mario's nachos or what? Like, or is this like a original concept, or do you think they'll set themselves apart? Really break that down for us as the Sonic correspondent.
I think, if I remember right, Sonic Drift came out right after Mario Kart back in the day, like Super Nintendo. So reheating nachos is kind of it's kind of loaded, but if I would say that I think they're doing enough to be different, and they with the driving mechanics and how they go about tracks. I play a little bit like Sonic Team Racing Transformed and stuff back in the day. I wasn't a huge fan of those. Like I said, I didn't like the carts for Sonic Riders, but I think it's going to be different enough to differentiate. Like, oh yeah, I'm a Sonic Crosswords fan, and then I'm a Mario Kart World fan. It's not going to be like, oh, I don't like Sonic Crosswords, just worse Mario Kart World. It's going to be like, oh, I like Sonic Crossworld because the gameplay mechanics are this, that, this, and the other. Like, it's going to be enough differentiation between it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like even though they're including the boards, that it's still not going to be like as satisfying if they just design the whole game around it? Because like I feel like it being like a mixture of like carts and boards is like y'all didn't design the game for it to just be just like a Sonic Riders game, and so like the boards themselves probably won't feel like it's a Sonic Riders game. They probably just feel like this is a Sonic racing game, and I can have a board. Do you feel like it might come off like that, or like
that's exactly
it would be
how
happy?
I think it's gonna come off, and I think it's gonna piss me off. I hope they kind of give the board some kind of unique feels, kind of unique mechanics. Like think like, and I hate to compare it to this, but like Mario Kart, how the bikes felt different than the carts. I'm hoping that the boards feel different. I mean,
I could have sworn
Sonic
I saw.
Riders as a.
I could. Sorry to cut you off. I could have sworn I saw like rails that you can only grind if you're on the board. I could be wrong.
I think so.
Yeah. So I think
you're right.
I think they might have designed the maps in a way where like there's some parts of the map that are only accessible if you have a specific vehicle, which could be cool.
That'll be very cool. Yeah. I mean, it kind of be like how Sonic Riders had like if you're a power character, you can go here. If you're a speed character, you go here. But if they do that for specific cards, I think that'll be very interesting. Even though I feel like I don't like the cards, just because I feel like the overall gameplay of the racing slowed down a lot. Sonic Riders is very fast paced, and you have to be like actually really good at the game. If you wanted to like win, but I'm excited for it. Am I gonna be like right there day one? Probably not.
Yeah, you paying $70
if it
for
goes
it?
on sale. Nah, whenever it goes on sale, I'll buy it. Like it's going like a big sale. I'll buy it, play it for a little bit. But as far as racing games go, it's not Sonic Riders.
Not very Sonic fan of you, but anyways. Then they showed Code Vein 2, which is cool. If you were into Code Vein 1, I didn't touch it, but very much seeing the Elden Ring influences on this one. People that played Code Vein.
Who is it for? It barely looks like the first Code Vein.
Because they're doing that. They saw Elden Ring. They played Elden Ring, and they were like, okay. The first
Code Vein looked more like it looked more pronounced in its art style, and what was happening. Like it looked more distinct. This just looked like generic anime game number 2. You know?
Did it?
Code Vein 2, brother.
I thought it looked like Elden Ring with anime characters.
What about this look like Elden Ring?
The whole environment, the characters, the enemies.
Gave the
There's literally fucking little spread out trees in the background of this shit. Anyways,
Bandai
ZZZ. Huh?
The Bandai ZZZ.
Good game.
Yeah, well, yeah. Anyways, after that, we saw.
Yeah, move us along, Carl.
Does not make a Code Vein 3 when this doesn't sell. Please kill it.
Oh, it'll sell. It
won't sell because the first one did.
The first game did. I thought it did all right.
All right is for Bandai. All right is not all right. You know?
I think it is. Anyways, after that they showed End of Abyss, which is like the kind of game I think this event is for. That's the one that looks like Inside and Little Nightmares and Signalis, where it was like kind of top down. Looks very stylized, like a twin stick shooter kind of thing. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but the style is definitely there, and it looks good. It looks good. It looks horrifying.
Not in the scary games, but I might play that on stream.
And then we got
4 million copies. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we got another trailer for Mouse PI
Get that
for
attention
Hire.
you wanted.
Huh?
Mouse PI, yes sir.
No, seriously, Tevin. I'm so glad no one said anything. I'm so glad. Just keep going.
I'm looking at him as he makes this. He's like, I might play it on stream.
Some attention. Yeah, Marshawn wanted some attention.
Mouse PI for Hire is like the boom shooter that's taking a page out of Cuphead while using like real illustration. It looks great. It was revealed that Troy Baker is playing the main character, which he's in fucking everything.
That guy stays.
He is working, man. He is working.
It's almost like it doesn't even mean anything anymore.
At this point, it's like,
whoa,
cool. Whoa. Oh, Troy Baker. Okay.
Okay.
He getting into Ben Star status now.
Fries came with my chicken.
I fuck with Troy. It's just like it don't really.
Just in everything.
Like it's like cool. I guess.
Is this a pop off or is it like I'm happy for Troy? Yeah, but it's not like a pop off for me. It's more just like that's nice. He's getting work. Like this
cool. Is what he should be, especially like. He's a voice actor in video games.
Yeah, it's a tough. I think to have made it to this status where you're in fucking everything as a voice actor is great. But it's just funny that
he can't be selective. That nigga need to pay bills.
This one's for Kiana, maybe. The Game of Thrones War for Westeros had a CGI like pre-rendered trailer thing that looked cool. Had a cooler fight than the end of the show, but it's like it's an RTS. They didn't show any gameplay, but it's an RTS. And they worked on Warcraft 3, so it's a Warcraft RTS. Looks interesting. I'll play it if the story is supposed to be like alternate universe, like what if scenarios type thing.
Mm-hmm. I feel like people are already gonna be pissed because the Night King is in it. No,
why? If that's a faction, I would imagine.
Isn't the dude? Isn't he like not canon or something like that?
No, he's canon. Well, I don't think that was the problem with it, but I think because it'll probably be him as a faction with the White Walkers. They'll probably have John as a faction with maybe the guys that are at the wall or whatever, and then Jamie with
the Night's Watch.
The Night's Watch. Everyone will have their own faction. They'll probably play differently, and he'll probably have a mechanic where every unit that he kills, he can resurrect into his group or whatever. So looks cool. I want to see gameplay before I, commit to picking it up or not. After that, they showed Atomic Heart 2 and The Cube, which I'm more excited for one than the other. Atomic Heart 1.
I think I'm more into The Cube than Atomic Heart 2. I'm like really curious to see what that's about. But I'm into both of them. Very interesting, like world. I'm like, did the first one look like that though?
Kind of, sort of. This one looks a lot more wacky. This is kind of like a Mortal Shell situation where the first one, there was a lot of hype around it. It came out, everyone was like, it's all right. Most people remember it for that Gooner scene where the robots are fucking you or something or another. So this looks like, again, solid foundation, building on that. It does look wackier. They're saying that it's a bit more... I don't forget the terminology that they use, but to me, it sounded like we're going to be a bit more focused in the kind of story that we want to tell. So that's good to hear. And then The Cube is a multiplayer game set in that world where you're on a giant shifting cube, and that looks pretty neat.
That looks sick.
They described what kind of multiplayer.
This is MMO, right?
They said some MMO, which is like crazy. I'm kind of interested in that. Destiny. We're not seeing that over. I think.
Though.
You think?
We're not seeing that to 2028. There'll be some time before we see it. They didn't have a date, release year, nothing on any of those things.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wild before you see it.
So that's interesting. After that, we had Marvel Cosmic Invasion, the Marvel beat 'em up game that looks cool. It's like stylized. The art style is really neat. After that, we had another trailer for Onimusha Way of the Sword, which sold me even harder on the game. I was already pretty sold on it.
They showed Onimusha again.
Yeah, they showed Onimusha. They showed what looks to be the rival for the game, and he looks great. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm there for the combat. Looks sick.
Oh yeah, the fucking antagonist looks so sick.
Yeah,
like,
Sasaki, his name.
This beat 'em up looks pretty fun. This Cosmic Invasion.
Yeah, it looks fun.
I love beat 'em up.
After Onimusha, we saw Felt That Boxing, which is again the weird kind of quirky shit that I get excited to see at these kind of events, where it's like what looks to be a Punch-Out style Muppet game, where the gameplay doesn't seem to be rendered in any engine. It's like video clips. I don't know how that works while you're playing, but it looks funny and it looks fun. I like Punch-Out. That seems to be what they're doing here. And it has kind of like the No More Hero 2 gym mini games to make you stronger. So that looked fun. After that, we got Killer In, which is like a Square Enix multiplayer, kind of like Among Us, killer, trying to figure out whose side everyone is on. That's the kind of game where I kind of need to get hands on it or play a match or two to see. Huh?
You said
most definitely. I mean, like Dead on Arrival.
Wait, no, that wasn't Foamstar.
Foamstar was Square.
It was Square.
Yeah. So it's a neat idea. I don't think it's going to survive 3 months. We'll see. Unless they can get streamers to make funny content out of it. Everyone wants that Among Us, that Among Us, Repo,
this
Pocket.
Onimusha looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks great.
Bro, yeah. I'm like invested.
After that, we got another trailer for Arc Raiders, which just came off of their open alpha, beta, something. People were playing it instead of playing Marathon. So I'm hearing good things. I'm excited to play. After that, we got a launch trailer for Dune Awakening. That's for you, Kiana. Have fun with that. Comes out in like 2 days. Comes out this Tuesday. So have fun with that.
Y'all should have saw her trying to like play a survival game. It was the funniest thing ever, bro.
She popped off at the tutorial.
She was
the character creator.
She was having a good time.
Okay. Well, all right. You sound now you sound like Sean. After that, we got a trailer for yet again something very quirky, very cool, very neat. Out of Worlds, which is co-op platformer that's all in stop motion. The characters don't have mouths, like they lost their ability to speech or something like that. And that's not coming out to 2026, but something to keep eyes on. Looks very, very charming. We got a trailer for Mafia Old Country that's coming out soon. I like Mafia. I'll check it out. We got a trailer for Lego Voyagers, which is another 2-player co-op game.
Co-op joint?
Yeah, everyone, with the success of It Takes Two and Split Fiction, everyone wants to have their 2-player co-op game. This one is coming from Lego and Annapurna. I guess we might talk about that later. After that, we got a very, very, very short Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny adventure game, Diablo-like. I'm not sure what it was because they showed like 10 seconds of gameplay and then cut it off.
Is it like Nicktoons Unite, like back?
Might be. It's like it's supposed to be all the Nickelodeon characters. They only showed SpongeBob in this. They showed like Wizard SpongeBob from the movie, and he's fighting a few enemies. It's got the top-down like Diablo camera angle.
Probably like Nicktoons Unite. That's how that was.
Maybe. I'm not too sure. It looked.
It didn't look crazy. It didn't look like that at all. Like it was. Yeah, it was like cardboard.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a D&D kind of aesthetic.
I like to see it.
Like little flat 2D pieces in a 3D setting or whatever. Then we got Liza P. Overture, which I think that was a shadow drop. We knew it was coming, but did we know the date? Yeah, that was a shadow drop. So that's out. I think Tevin's playing it.
I'm trying to play
it. We'll get your impressions on it later.
Just hearing them be frustrated in that call.
Yeah,
Were you like sticking with it, or did you hop off?
I got it. I'm there. I just haven't started it yet. I just started.
Okay.
And then after that, we got Fractured Blooms, which is a first-person horror game, which was described as Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill.
Oh, yeah.
It did give me PT vibes, like the hallways. There's like a few clips where you're just walking down a hallway, and it gave me PT vibes. That's something that is interesting. I'll check it out. You know. Then Yacht Club came out, and they showed Mina the Hollower, which looks cool. I don't know if it looked the best on whatever they were displaying it on, because it's like NES style pixel art, and the resolution was very blowed up, so it probably didn't look as great as it'll look when we play it, or if anyone plays it. But
when I play
I'll check it out.
You already know.
Oh, I'm playing it. It's Yacht Club. Like, I'm playing it. Then we got Deadpool VR, which, if you have a VR and if you love Deadpool enough and want to hear him be voiced by Neil Patrick Harris, there you go. That's for you.
We need the room. We need the room, Carl.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
we need the room.
What do you mean? Why?
Is this clean them up, Tev?
Wait. Let's get to the end. I'm gonna speed run real quick, and we can jump back to this. They showed Dying Light: The Beast. If you like Dying Light, more Dying Light. They showed Mixtape, which is an Annapurna a coming of age story that looks really, really cool. Looks great. Yeah, I'm super excited. They've got a crazy soundtrack. So good luck trying to stream that. If you're gonna stream that, they have like Sonic Youth and like all sorts of bands playing throughout. So maybe they'll have a streamer mode that you could play, but that doesn't seem like the intended way to play. So, you know, that is what it is. Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree. I don't remember what this is. Oh, it's a roguelike. Acts of Blood, which is like the Sifu dupe game.
Yeah, that's like a single dev, right? Like one.
Yeah, that's one dude. Yeah. There's a trailer. Not a trailer. There's a demo on Steam you could play. One guy.
Really?
Sifu, yeah.
Let me actually go download that. I did not know that.
It was out for a while, but the build that demo that I played, it must have been like a pretty early build because it was stuttering. The frames were kind of fucky wucky. After that, we got another beat 'em up, and this one is Scott Pilgrim EX.
Crazy.
Yay!
Scott Pilgrim,
after a new Scott Pilgrim beat 'em up, after Ubisoft putting it in fucking jail, licensing jail for years, and then we finally get it, and now we're getting another one. So that's awesome. Looks great. Definitely check that out. Hitman Road of Assassination. Which was like it was like DLC update stuff. Yeah. Lego Party, which is a Mario Party style Lego game. That's cool. Wildgate.
Crazy.
Yeah. Wildgate, which I didn't actually see this. It's like a PvPvE multiplayer game, like spaceships. I'm not too sure what that's about.
It wasn't that good. This is where niggas started to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Niggas was falling asleep.
I know. I had to go help something.
Yeah, that.
And
niggas as in Dell.
Blighted,
Dell
which is a game coming from the Guacamelee developers. Isometric Metroidvania style game. So that looks cool if you're a fan. Ill, I did not see. I have to go back and look at this, but it's like first person survival horror.
Oh yeah, that game
looks really crazy.
If you go back and watch the trailer, you'll see that and be like, "Oh, this looks crazy as fuck."
It might be in my bag. I might check it out.
Uncanny, like the shit. It looks weird as hell. It's crazy.
Then we had a date for Mecha Break, which is awesome. It's July 1st. Be definitely checking that out.
Are we really into that game like that?
I like mechs. I know you're like a mech hater. I like mechs, and I think it looks cool.
I would be into it if it was coming to console that I played.
Rough.
Yeah. We gonna find a way to get you something.
Then
move it along.
After that, the devs for Resident Evil came out and they're like, "Hey guys, it's not quite ready. We might let you know some more soon." And then after that, we got Street Fighter 6 with season 3, Alex, Crimson Viper.
You don't care
Ingrid,
about that shit. You
Sagat.
hate that shit.
Me?
No, I was talking to JK. You over there shaking his head.
I care about it.
That shit,
after that, there was Last Flag, which is a competitive multiplayer capture the flag game made by a studio that was founded by Imagine Dragons singer Diane Reynolds. So if you like Imagine Dragons, coworker music.
That's weird,
as the
flex,
kids
but
say.
okay.
After that was Wu-Chang, Fallen Feathers, Souls-like,
Wu-Chang.
another Souls-like.
That's why they did that.
You
That
gotta say
actually
that
makes
shit right.
a lot of sense. Okay.
Then after that, we got a Wu-Tang game, guys. We got another Wu-Tang game. Co-op action hack and slash. Looks cool. Like Wu-Tang's for the children. I like Wu-Tang. Into the Unwell.
That game looks fun as fuck.
Yeah. Into the Unwell.
That game looks pretty sick.
Yeah, another
same art style as
Mouse PI.
Mouse PI.
That kind of old school cartoon looks fun. Stranger in the Heaven. Stranger Than Heaven. Sorry, that's the RGG game.
Yeah.
It's the new big.
That's the one that takes place in 1940.
It's happening.
It's my time to finally get into an RGG game.
Anyways, then after that we got when Capcom said soon, they meant very soon, because at the end to close out the event, we got Resident Evil Requiem. Looks fucking sick. We're going back to Raccoon City. The protagonist is Grace Ashcroft, who is the daughter of an Ashcroft that was in Resident Evil Outbreak. So that's cool, which that Ashcroft was a journalist, and she had published a paper that you find in Resident Evil 7. So might be tying back into that. And we're going back to Raccoon, so maybe Leon's going back. We're going to see the nuke site. A lot of cool stuff going on. There was very little gameplay that I remember. Mostly like a story trailer. Yeah, almost done. More like a story trailer, vibe trailer. Looks sick. I'm excited. Resident Evil's back again. And that was it for Summer's Game Fest.
Yeah, I'm not a Resident Evil guy. I think if I were to weigh the two, Summer's Games Fest and the PlayStation event, I would put the PlayStation event definitely over it. But I did have a great time with I had a good time with Summer's Games Fest. I think I got a decent amount of games I'm interested in. That's all I could ask for.
I think there was a lot more for me at Summer's Games Fest this year, personally. Yep.
I didn't watch, but it sounds like there was a lot of cool things. I mean,
Yep.
Beat 'em ups are always cool.
And then just to keep it going, go right into the Xbox event. Where do we? Okay, we can start.
You can sum this up pretty.
Yeah.
Quickly.
So we got new handheld. They partnered with Rogue Ally. So Xbox getting its own handheld.
Anybody interested in that?
I'm interested. I still don't have a handheld.
The kid me is because bro, we talked about that since we were like on YouTube back in the day.
I think what is more exciting about this is that Xbox will have its own handheld OS. So if you have a Steam Deck, you would probably be able to access that OS, and you'll have Steam and Xbox and whatever else on one handheld. So I think that's the more exciting thing.
Like if there's access to Steam, and then because it's Microsoft, there's like a Windows capability, then it's gonna entice me, because that's the one thing that Steam is missing. It doesn't have a native Windows, and that just hurts a lot of gaming. So if Microsoft does have that, and then I can still access Steam as well, that'll be that's actually very interesting.
I watched the video. If you're familiar with the ROG Ally, I think it's basically like that.
Yeah.
But a bit more powerful, and then they slap the Xbox the Xbox button and the UI on it.
Of all
which is I believe you are able to still access Steam on the ROG Ally, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think of all the companies to partner with, they definitely picked the best one. It's like one of the best handhelds in the market right now.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Aside from that, if we're going into games and if we're talking about the big standouts, Super Meat Boy 3D was announced. That looks great. Looks fun.
Not say Outer Worlds 2. Come on, man.
I'm leading up to that. Damn.
That's
let me work. High on Life 2. If you're a High on Life fan.
Who's doing that? Do you know?
Who's doing High on Life 2?
Yeah.
Studio. Is it not the same studio? Squanch. Squanch Games. The guys that the Rick and Morty people.
The guy that made it cancel.
Is that Justin Roiland?
Yeah, but he's not involved in those things anymore. Like, he's not involved in the show. He's not involved with the studio. So
it's not Justin Roiland.
No, it's the studio that he founded, but he's not attached to it.
Okay, so it won't be as good. Okay.
Damn.
He hasn't. All right. He wasn't that involved in High Life 1, but
he definitely was. He
voice acted. I don't know how much he wrote.
Okay. All right, Carl.
We also got another trailer for The Blood of the Dawnwalker, which looks cool. It's that vampire game where he's basically Blade. He can be a vampire in the daytime and stuff. That looks neat. We got another trailer for Tony Hawk 3 with some guest characters. Old Man Bam is back, and
crazy
Michelangelo from Ninja Turtles and Doom Guy are playable characters. Another trailer for Ninja Gaiden 4 with a date of October 21.
Really? Yeah, it looks sick as hell. Yeah,
it looks awesome. It looks sick.
Check it out.
We got a quirky little game from Double Fine, The Keeper, where you play as a lighthouse and you go on little platforming adventures, and it looks really cute. And I'll play it.
Made for absolutely one person.
Game.
Yeah, like no one cared about Psychonauts 2. Yeah.
No. Wait, I was talking about Psychonauts 2.
Oh, in here. Okay.
I was talking about Psychonauts 2, but like that's because that MC has always been that dude. This is a lighthouse.
Oh, yeah.
He has no personality. There's nothing for me to point to and be like,
he had eyebrows. What do you mean? They had eyebrows. Don't want to assume. Grounded 2 was announced to have a date of like next month for game preview. They're doing the early access like they did with Grounded 1.
I didn't know how like beloved that game is.
Oh yeah, that's one of those games where like the audience grew with every patch that the game had, and it became something really special. I played Grounded 1 early on, and I wanted to wait until it was done, and then when it was done, I just didn't have time. So I might just start with Grounded 2. It looks great, bigger, better, yada yada. Gears of War Reloaded, that's the remaster of all the games, also coming to PlayStation. Had a trailer. It's cool. I'm interested to see if they kept it mostly the same, because I'd be interested to see how people react to a 360 era game in present gen. Then we got a extended look at Clockwork Revolution, which is like an RPG. Looks interesting.
Not seeing that game till 2028, but I tell you, it does look pretty
looks pretty cool. Yeah. It's like a more lighthearted BioShock Infinite kind of thing going on. A bit more wacky. Let me see. We got Black Ops 7, which looked cool until I found out that it was Black Ops 7, and I lost all interest.
Why?
But for the Black Ops, because I don't.
You and most people, that was like the majority reaction.
You're a hater.
But like, look, if you see something, but come on, what's the conversation?
Because no, it's
cool,
not just because
you see something cool that doesn't intrigue you to go.
No, because you know what? Because you know what happened at the end of the trailer. The guy's like, "Oh, Mr. Baba Ganoush, it's you." Guy that I don't know about because I didn't play Black Ops 4 through 6, so like it's not for me. I'm not playing that.
Actually,
that's Black Ops 2. I didn't play that one.
It's a sequel after Black Ops 2. Black Ops 7 is a sequel after Black Ops 2 directly.
Yeah, so that's why this thing is cool, because like one of the best, like, in my opinion, one of the best campaigns like in like Call of Duty is in Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1.
They got your
ass, man. Them doing that. I'm just saying, if they're rehashing the story and they're gonna add some cool.
They've been doing this for a while.
They're doing not this.
Yes, they have making sequels of games that already have sequels, but going back to retroactively make it a sequel to the other thing.
Doing it but they're not. The presentation was cool. 2, they didn't like. They're not doing it for the shit like this. Like this is like. I don't know. This just feels different to me. This feels.
That's for y'all. Y'all pay. Listen,
these other ones aren't. These other as somebody that still plays Call of Duty pretty actively. I didn't play Cold War, and I didn't play much of Modern Warfare 2. I played a little bit of Modern Warfare 3, but I've been playing a lot of Black Ops 6. None of the games are especially the Black Ops games aren't like direct sequels to like how you're trying to make it seem like. And then like especially as of late. Just the mechanics of COD has been better in my opinion over the years. We don't have to get deep into it, but yeah, I'm interested in Black Ops 7.
That's cool. I'm happy for y'all.
Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind.
No, y'all could pay $80 and make 200 gigabytes of space.
It looked cool till I found out what the name was. That's hate. That's just hate.
No, it's not. No, it's not because
Luis.
No, it's not because it looks interesting until I find out I have to make 200 gigabytes of space to download this fucking thing. So I'm good. She's telling me to keep it going. She's telling me to keep it going.
Okay.
And I was about to, for the Nintendo fans, you could look at what Game Freak actually wants to do with their time with Beast of Reincarnation, which looks insane.
Nuts. How do y'all feel about? Damn, Dell's not here right now, but Joe.
Oh my
Josuke,
gosh,
how do
I
y'all
hate you
feel?
niggas. I
No,
hate
I
you
just
niggas.
want to
I
know,
hate you
how do you
niggas. I hate you
feel
niggas.
about
I hate you
that
niggas.
though? Like,
No, I'm not
just
talking about you.
knowing.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about the niggas that's like, see, this is what Pokemon can be. Nigga, I don't want my Pokemon games to look like this. I will die
Yeah,
on
he
this
wants
hill, bro.
them
I've
to
said this
have frame
before.
rate
I
stutters and
Stop!
fucking
I don't
empty ass assets.
I literally have been
It looks
I
like
literally
shit on
have been saying
purpose.
this. I've
Wait,
been
wait.
I literally been it doesn't
One
look
at a
like
time,
shit. It's a
please.
stylistic choice. Like why would I want my Pokemon games to look realistic? That would look weird to me.
Pokemon looks kind of like shit.
I
I don't
saw
know why
Detective
Red Nugget
Pikachu.
doesn't.
I don't want my Pokemon to look like that. I don't. It's a great movie. I think for what it is, the
It's
CGI,
not
all
a
that
great
is
movie.
good. I think it's a good movie. I like Detective Pikachu, and I like the CGI that they do for it. I like the like for a live action Pokemon movie. I'm not mad at the stylistic choices they went with. With that being said, I don't want my games to look like that. I have the anime, I have the manga. Like that's the framework that I'm working with, and I feel like with most of the games, I'm not saying that the games are perfect. I'm not saying that at all. But this realistic like
But
feel
I don't
that
think
people are like,
anyone.
oh,
I
you
don't
see
think
what Game
anyone.
Freak
I
I
is.
think
don't
they were
think
talking
anyone is
about
saying that
quality.
they
They were
Yes.
want
talking
it
about
to
art
look like this.
style.
I
They're
think
talking
people
about
are more so
quality.
saying mechanically they want to do other stuff, more interesting stuff than what they've been doing. I don't think anyone wants Pokemon to look like Beast of Reincarnation. I just think that like
But
mechanically.
it lends itself to a conversation of like, bro, they could upscale the resolution a bit. Like you can have the nice, cool, fun
See,
art
Louis,
style. You can
you
have
say
the art
that,
style.
and then we
You
have
can
the niggas like
no, it doesn't have to be the
the niggas like. No,
extreme.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying the niggas that are like you that take that, and then they'll be like, see, this is what Pokemon can be. Da da da. If we're talking about mechanics, I'm not gonna get into the nitty gritty of things because like there are a lot of things that I'm like I said, Pokemon is not perfect. I think it has a good formula, and I'm not gonna lie, like I dislike the formula, especially with a lot of things that they did because we saw what happens when again it is a bad game in itself, but we saw what happens when like they deviate from the formula too much when you get a Scarlet and Violet. Like I think they deviated from the formula pretty well when they did Legends Arceus. That's why I'm very excited for Legends ZA. But like when you did a Scarlet and Violet and you're trying to do all these different new mechanics, regardless of if the game was good or not or well optimized, it just wasn't like it wasn't fun. It's not like that's not what I want for my Pokemon games. I don't want this big upscale kind of like open world like just extreme adventure. Like it's cool in concept, but then in practice it doesn't work that way because of what Pokemon is
Isn't that
like
what Arceus was?
what you want to be as a Pokemon. No, it really wasn't. Like it had more open world feel, but it still was more linear in terms of like gameplay and mechanics. Scarlet didn't really like it has like a map of things where you can do other like you can follow a main storyline, but there's no real main storyline and you're kind of going at your own pace. So there's no sense of urgency. It doesn't feel like I'm really accomplishing anything opposed to Arceus where even though it's open world, I can kind of move my own pace. I still have like clear objectives that I can get to from point A to point B. So when I'm looking at like these other games that aren't Pokemon, but people like try to compare like compare to Pokemon. Yes, they're cool. I'm not trying to take away from what they are, but that's not what Pokemon is, and I
Yeah.
like most Pokemon fans don't want that until like they say they want it, and then they try it, and they're like, oh, this sucks. Why? Where's my like? I'm gonna throw him under the bus because he's right here. This nigga Josuke has been saying for years, I want to go back to Pixel 2D Pokemon. Like that's when it was the most fun. That's how these niggas are in real life. Like you say you want these big new like extravagant ideas, but then when you're playing the
That's
new
such a
Pokemon game,
reductivist
that
argument.
that
Jesus.
is. But when you ask for these things and then they give you it, like even beyond the fact of like it might not be optimized, which we can have that conversation about optimization and all these other things. I'm not going to argue that. But in terms of mechanics for the game, it just is not fun. It's not as in like engaging as a game. It doesn't keep me playing. It doesn't make me want to replay the game either. Like that's another thing with Pokemon games. They're simple, yes, because you replay them multiple times. Like a lot of times you're playing them with a different team. You're playing them like you're giving yourself challenge. It's just little. It's like its own like form of a roguelike that's why people like have so much fun with different things because it's things that you can build with Pokemon. Like that's the point of it. That's why it has the community that it has because it is as simple as it is. Like
Well,
I don't need all these extra things.
It's
just not fun to me.
We'll see what they got in their pocket with the piece of reincarnation. After that,
I do think that game looks good. I do think.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks great.
Okay, yeah.
After that, we got some Final Fantasy news. Xbox players, if you haven't played Final Fantasy VII Remake, or 16. 16 was a shadow drop on Xbox. That's cool. Good, check that out. And I think the last big one would be the Outer Worlds 2. Which
not you skipping the Persona revival. Hello?
Oh, like you said, it was the worst kept secret ever. So, like,
Yeah, but you didn't even mention it.
All right, my fault. We saw 3 whole seconds of Persona 4 remake. Moving on.
What?
That's fucking
Does that suffice?
Look, I think I've been thinking about the Outer Worlds since I watched that direct.
It's so good.
So
we might have to. You and me might have to make a video talking about it.
Yeah, because
it's gonna be a lot.
I think that game is gonna be so dense, and even after the event, some news came out that it's going to be priced at $80. I don't like that.
I don't like either. That. I think now that game for me with that price
you're gonna play it on Game Pass though, right? I mean,
yeah, I'll play it on Game Pass. But I think if I couldn't have it on Game Pass, right? Because I would like to play it on PlayStation 5. Mm-hmm. At that point, the expectation is I am looking forward to it. You have to those previews, those reviews have to be at least a 90. At least a 90.
I agree. Yeah, like
if it's 80 or below, like I'm waiting for a sale. Sorry.
And that's the thing that kind of upsets me about it, right? Because after seeing that direct, I'm so excited about potentially. Like, did you seen it all the way to the end where they showed the third person view, right? Like,
yeah. Which Outer Wilds one didn't have that, which I think was crazy.
Yeah,
at the time, and Avowed has that now. So
so that makes sense. Okay, and the fact that they have that into this game now, especially with all the different mechanics that they're adding, all of the different like weapon choices, like options and things that you can do, I think that's just that's a home run, and this could be exciting. One of the better. Yeah, this could be one of the better games that releases this year. But now with that $80 price tag,
it's going to have to knock it out of the park.
Exactly, I'm going to be much more,
which I have
skeptical, much more like anal about certain things. Like they can't release that shit. And like when I booted up the first Outer Worlds, like
this can't be
having issues. Like I'm having issues running it. Like frame rates are dropping. Like all types. Like I don't want it. Like minimal optimization issues. Like I don't want that in this game now.
To be fair,
you're going to price it at $80.
Yeah. To be fair, I think Obsidian has always been a studio where they're pretty ambitious in the games that they want to make, but because of that ambition and because it's usually new IPs, they don't get the time and the funding, which is why the joke in this presentation being, we do better with sequels. We're the sequel people. You see it in games like Avowed, where it's solid. It's like a really cool 70. Really cool 7 out of 10. I'm more excited about Avowed 2 when you figure this out and when you have more money for it.
Do you think this is also like, because Microsoft, they're upping their prices for everything now. Do you think that this is also like a tactic to get people? Of course, it has to be to get people to just buy it on Game Pass, right? Like, because if you just get Game Pass,
it's a win-win.
Have access to this game.
It's a win-win regardless.
So it's like most people are gonna look at it and be like, I don't want to pay those $80, so I'll
check it out on Game Pass
and see if I play it for a month and whatever the fuck.
We talked about it on whichever podcast it was. It might have been the first one. It might have been the second one, where Xbox is having a run, and that run is to their benefit. If you want to outright buy it for $80, that's $80 that they're getting. If you don't, you get on Game Pass. That's another membership that they're getting. So it's like they're really leaning into, game prices being what they are, and them having the service that they have. I was telling you all about it, but like, I have my nephews over. We're trying to play games together. We're playing, funny enough, Black Ops 6 Zombies because he loves to play it. I have a little fucking shitter PC that I showed y'all that's like okay, but doesn't have a graphics card. I logged into the Game Pass web browser and was able to play Black Ops 6, solid frame rate throughout, looks good. Like, they are finding every avenue to have you play their games. If you have solid internet but you don't have a great graphics card, stream it on Game Pass.
It's crazy.
So they're finding their avenue.
I mean, yeah, it's Yeah, I don't know. What's the thing I'm looking for? It's finally kind of coming to fruition. Like they're
taking advantage of the moment.
In a way,
yeah.
You know, and I think good for them. I will say though, like with in particular to the Outer Worlds too. Like I'm hoping that this game is as hype as like what I'm expecting it to be. Because if it's not, I'm gonna feel some.
I saw all the right things.
Yeah,
they're usually really good with their writing. There's a lot of mechanics here to have Skyrim-like stories of like, you're telling me your story of a mission that you did, and you're like, oh, it was going so well, and then I stood up and I have the fucking bad knees perk thing. So they heard my knees pop and everything went to shit. So like a lot of customizable stuff with your character to make character interaction unique in every quest that you do, which is like a big thing for them. So I'm excited. It looks like a game I'm gonna sink at least 100 hours into.
I want to ask though, because people have been comparing this $80 price tag to like Mario Kart's $80 price tag and some of this other stuff.
And Marshawn, before you ask that question, let's have that be your last ask.
Oh yeah, this is all I want to say.
This topic.
But
okay.
I want to know.
I know exactly who's asking those questions, and it's like
do y'all think that it's comparable?
No,
do you think it's at least comparable?
No,
like $80 price tag.
Because even with this, I'm looking at the
Outer Worlds.
Even with this, I'm looking at the price point a little sideways, where I'm like, you got to be really fucking good. But the other one, it's like you're a kart racer. I'm not paying $80 for a fucking kart racer. No, especially with what I've seen of it now that it's out. No.
Yeah, I mean, but also like there is no alternative too as well. I think some people don't realize. Well, there's no alternative for people who have PlayStation 5, like a PlayStation 5, right?
Yeah.
But for those who have an Xbox or play on PC, there's the alternative to get it on Game Pass and pay those $10 like for a month to see if you like it, whatever the case is. But with Mario Kart, is either $80 or nothing.
It's
or you
fucking
buy
Mario Kart
system or nothing.
And the fucking UI is bad. Like I'm watching people stream it, and they're like, oh, if I want to put on the silly Mario costume, I have to scroll wheel 5-10 pages of costumes instead of just hitting Mario and picking the right one that I want.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was Mario Kart World when I was watching it. I thought I was watching 8. Like for a minute, I was like, "Holy shit, that was World."
Not comparable. No one's talking about the fucking world mechanic of it all because apparently it's boring as shit and undercooked.
Yeah, I heard the free run was pretty boring.
I think in 3 years' time, the Switch 2 will be sick.
Okay,
they'll have some sick games on it.
And I won't buy it even then.
Cyberpunk is running great on the Switch 2, by the way. Shout out to the people who've been living under a rock.
Yeah, I would hope so. It's a fucking PS4 game.
That shit like Gary when Gary was trying to race in SpongeBob, he's exploding and shit.
Go, Gary, go!
No,
yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
That was gaming.
Okay, that was a really good, thorough recap of all the gaming announcements. All right, before we move on, Tev, let me know. Do I need to clear them out? Yes or no?
Oh yeah, y'all want to talk about the Silksong shit, right?
Oh yeah, I want to do something, but that's not a clean them up. It's just like it's a real quick fuck Geoff Keighley.
Okay.
You're a troll, and the people from Silksong hate you, and we hate the people from Xbox, and we hate Team Cherry even more. Move on.
This is the smallest violin to play.
I don't hate Team Cherry.
Nah, I think I was.
You should. That's who you should hate right now.
We should hate them because like
you shouldn't hate Geoff Keighley and be like, I don't hate Team Cherry. I actually
put some thought into it, and it's like, there's no way this happens unless they give the okay for this. Geoff doesn't make that joke unless somebody from Team Cherry goes, "Oh yeah, you can make that joke," and Xbox doesn't put the Game Pass thing on there without them going, "Yeah, you know what, you can do that."
Why would they need Team Cherry's permission to make that joke?
I think they're signing off on it.
I don't think so.
I think they're signing off on it. I do.
I don't think
And I think also, they're like, yeah, it's okay. You can joke because it is gonna come this year, you know. And I think they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is like it's funny now because like we're gonna do a little trolling before our game comes out. But like,
oh, so it's funny now.
No, it's not funny. They don't know that. For some reason, they don't know it's not funny. They don't know their audience, I guess, because it's not funny.
Bro.
It's not funny, and nobody likes this. Nobody liked what Geoff did, and nobody liked the way that it showed up.
That's not true. The crowd laughed.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. I went back and watched it. They laughed.
Of course you did. Nobody.
You can go back too. We have the same internet, brother.
Nobody liked that, and nobody liked the way that it showed up in the Xbox event. Nobody was a fan of that either. So,
no, I wasn't.
When this game comes out,
man, y'all want it or not?
We want it.
I want it. I definitely want the game.
Nah, they get mad when they see it. They get mad when they don't see it. What do you want?
I don't want them to do this teasing bullshit. Like it's not funny continuously seeing a game and not having a release date. Like this is pretty funny. This
from
is
the outside in, it's
ever.
fucking hilarious.
Like, okay, yeah, guys, we got a release date, but it's releasing with the new ROG Ally Xbox system. But guess what?
When is that coming out?
We don't know when that shit's coming out either. That's so fucking.
That's hilarious.
That's not funny, bro.
That's so funny.
Hell to me.
That is so funny.
This is so odd. It's so odd. Anyways, yeah.
They better drop Silk Song and the third game after it for how long we been waiting.
I don't know, right?
All right. Let's introduce this next topic. So, listeners, this is not a weekly topic. This is, just every blue moon. When he says it, we do it. This is Clean Him Up, Tev. And in this segment, we will all shut the fuck up, clear out the way.
No.
Did you hear that glee in his voice? Where he's like, "No one can oppose me."
Yeah, we didn't have to do Clean Him Up, Tev. I just wanted to do the Silk Song thing real quick. That was it.
Here you go.
We didn't have to do that this week.
The fuck?
So
no, we can do that next week. We do that next week.
Okay, no Clean Him Up, Tev this week.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we are pressed.
So we'll just table that then. But all right. All right. So moving on to our next topic. This is bird talk. We have a tweet here. And Marshawn is going to pull up the tweet for us. I'll actually pass it to Marshawn to read and comprehend this tweet for us as a former bird. Because I read the
former
tweet.
Bird is crazy.
Former bird is crazy.
Former bird.
Yeah. I'm
That's
sorry.
so
It's
nuts.
just I, as the moderator, as Miss Moderator, I tried to read the tweet myself and I understand what it's saying, but I can't comprehend it. So I wanted to pass it to a retired birdie himself.
Retired birdie. They got some crazy shit in the comments here, but I'm just gonna describe it. Complex Sport posted a photo and video of Cardi B and Stephon Diggs, like spending, whatever vacation time that they had together. Like she's twerking on him. And this comes after like he was seen being kind of like a bit of a whore, talking to some white woman on a boat, doing all of the extras or whatever. And the caption is Stephon and Cardi are unbothered, right? And the whole thing around this is like Cardi B has moved on with someone else. She's no longer entertaining Offset. Offset's, doing whatever the fuck he's doing. He just deactivated his socials too as well. So like it looks away.
As a former hood nigga, I know what that means.
Shut up.
Former hood nigga, I know what that means.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
He's locked in. So the caption behind this that I wanted to bring up for Bird Talk was, your ex finding another nigga to cuff hurts way less than her becoming a part of another nigga's roster. Cause that mean you saw a wife where others see a hoe. You invested in some shit. Wait, hold on. You invested in some shit others rent. You wanted a future where others only see a present. ... Shaking my head. And I wanted to get y'all's take on that, right?
Who's the bird in this situation? Is it the guy that posted the tweet?
No, this is just bird talk. All of this is bird talk.
Are we the birds?
This is bird talk.
This is some bird.
This is bird talk.
Wait, are we the who are the birds? Are we the birds?
It's because it's on Twitter. It's just the whole situation is just bird conversation is what.
Oh, it's a stupid people app. Okay.
Yes, this is bird conversation.
We have a blue skyer in here, everybody.
Yeah, it's under that category.
Yeah, I'm at peace. I'm at peace not seeing fucking porn bots and brain dead takes every other second.
How does it feel when you type and everybody agrees with you? No fucking contradicting opinion. No changing.
Man, listen. Take a break off of Twitter and see how much of the hate in your heart dissipates.
I need the hate in my heart. It keeps me going.
So why are you combating me on what I'm saying? I'm right. We're agreeing. It's a cesspool, and you like it there. That's fine.
You're running on flowers.
Anyways,
I brought this up because I understand that we're all like reasonable people here, but I thought it would just be fun to kind of fuck around and see like what y'all's opinions would be on this. Like what do you think, right? Like if you let somebody go, if you're no longer with someone, does it hurt more if that person is out here whoring and being a part of other niggas' rosters, or does it hurt more if that person is devoted into a relationship, damn near married, all like what, or is it all the same? Like, what is it to you? What do you think about it?
I know.
Wasn't he a whore?
Jokes. This is literally the most like misogynistic, like kind of like phrasing of a question ever. Like it's just like I know it. I know. It's just so nasty to hear because it's like that. Like every time I hear, like I've seen this tweet 1 billion times, and every time I see it, I'm like, this shit is nasty as fuck. Like, like you're literally saying, oh yeah, like she's not deciding anything in this situation. She's either getting cuffed up or she's a hoe on somebody's roster. Like she can't decide whether or not she wants to just have fun or not.
Exactly.
Like that's my first thought. And then second off,
some loser
that shit hurts regardless. Like that shit hurt regardless. I don't care if she's cuffed up or on some. She with somebody that's not me. That's the point. It don't matter what she doing. The nigga not me. The nigga not me. So it don't matter.
You find out she out here cuffed up. Somebody out there treating her right, treating her with respect. But then, or it's the other situation where niggas is dogging her like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But see, and this is
it dogging if she knows? Is it dogging if she knows? I agree
with Joe here because I'm not dating no girl that's like she don't know what's happening. Like if she's a part of something like that, it's like she made the choice. You know what I'm saying? She's fully aware.
But that low key means that if it happens, it would hurt less to you because she's like, damn, you're not the person that I thought you were.
Or maybe I just wanted to cuff her. I don't understand. Like I didn't want to have a roster. I wanted to be in a relationship with her.
I don't know. I think if like you were like
this is a nasty combo to me.
Yeah, like, I don't know, man, because like this is offset, so it's like, wasn't he being a whore?
See, but that
I think it's just weird. I think
no, because if you're posing,
that's an actual people. I don't want to get into.
This is where it's. What are we talking about? This is literally where it came from.
We don't need to look deep into Offset's mindset to have the understanding of what this guy is talking about. Like,
yes, we do. Because this guy. Hold on, because this guy. Yes, you do. Wait, I'm confused because I could have sworn that this tweet is in response to that of being but it shouldn't hurt if you were being a whore cheating beforehand.
That's regardless of the situation because the point is
I'm not stupid enough for this conversation. I don't get it.
Man,
the point literally is just like he said Luis. Ooh, if we wasn't recording, I'd say a joke right now, but we're recording, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because we're recording. I'm not gonna do it because we're recording. And I love you. I'm not gonna do it. Just know, I see you.
I know what you're saying.
I see you.
I know. No, I know what he's gonna say. I know what he's gonna say. He's like, and you went to DreamCon. All right, chill out, man.
No, that's not what I'm doing. No, that's not what I was about to say. But just know I love you very much. I love you very much.
Jot that down.
I love you a lot.
Talk about it when I hit.
Trust me, I'm not gonna forget this. I'm not gonna forget it. This. You're funny as fuck for that, Luis. You're funny for that.
What I do?
You're funnier than what you intended to be in that situation. That's what makes it even funny. You didn't even try to be that funny. But with that being said, it's like basically the whole point. It doesn't have anything to do with like Offset specifically, because the point is like, regardless of if you lost your girl, it doesn't hurt more for her to get in another relationship or basically be seen as a hoe. Like that's basically like the simplest way I can put that. And that's kind of the conversation, when literally the reason why it's such a nasty conversation is because it takes away the autonomy from like the woman in the situation entirely. Like she only makes decisions based on my viewpoint of her, and that's just nasty in my opinion. But regardless, even if I were to think in that mind frame, it doesn't matter, because both situations are equally as detrimental in my opinion, because you lost her. Like
you
at
lost
that
her.
point, you lost her. Like she's either with somebody and they're treating, like Sean said, they're treating her right. She's happy, she's in another committed relationship, or she chose to be like just having her fun and is not dealing with me at all and is just doing whatever the fuck she wants to do. Like that, both those situations is an ultimate loss in my opinion, and it's just it's equal hurt. But the conversation itself is just a nasty conversation.
I try to have some fun, man. We had to.
I couldn't do it, bro. Like I tried.
My bad, bro.
Hey man,
this would have been a fire conversation to have. We were like 17. Tell you what.
Oh my gosh, shut up, Luis.
Jesus Christ,
I want to talk about more.
Holier than thou over here.
Hey Sean, I got
just know, I got this shit stamped in my mind.
What Josh say? What Josh say?
She's slutting around. That shit worse. Fuck it.
That's what I like. Come on, man, dumb it down. Let these niggas know, bro. That shit hurt different. Yeah, it's like what?
Okay,
you was like this,
nigga. That's
okay.
a reflection on you.
You
like,
wasn't even doing this with me, but you out here like this. What? Come on, man. Let these niggas know, man. That shit hurt, bro.
Like you getting trapped out on the yacht and shit. You wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't even do that shit at the crib. What is he talking about?
Oh God.
Like you hated me, bro. Well, I can't pick a hoe right. I can't pick a wife right.
Come on, bro. That shit really a reflection of you, low key. Like what?
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Joe, for giving Marshawn the response he wanted in this topic. But let's move on. Let's go ahead and move on to our final topics of usual or unusual.
Oh my gosh.
Dun, dun,
oh my
dun,
gosh.
dun,
Oh my god.
We gotta start doing a sound bite.
Oh my god.
You gotta do the second. Please do the second part. Please do the second part, please. All they do is slow it down.
I don't remember.
Like all you do is slow it down a little bit.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, then it goes to the flute part.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Thank you. All right. Let's talk about usual or unusual topics that have made its way in the internet sphere. First things first. Sydney Sweeney is selling her bath water in a form of a bar of soap.
It's peak.
The duality of man.
The rent is due, bro. The rent is due.
Hey man,
that's exactly why I cut you off, Kiana, because I knew there's gonna be one nigga that did that. I knew there was gonna be one nigga that did that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, look, I knew there was gonna be.
Honestly, I think it's a pretty solid idea.
Yeah, listen, when he put the topic in here, I got so mad. I was like, "What the fuck is this? Why are we talking about this?" Like, I could give a fuck less. And then I went to the Instagram post and I saw it, and she was like, "Look, when we did this thing, people was like, yeah, we wanted this. So you know what? Let's package it into something healthy. Y'all bathe now. Now y'all bathe. Take a shower.
Women of the people. Women of the people.
Yeah,
bro. I do want to clarify. I don't think that Sydney Sweeney is unusual for this. There's a market for it. I think everybody that wanted this and that shit sold out, they're the unusual motherfuckers because you're weird as fuck.
Hey, Tevin,
you're weird as fuck.
You caught?
What?
You caught?
That's not a no. That wasn't a no.
The answer is
that wasn't
no.
A no. You heard the question.
The answer is no.
Nah, that wasn't a no. You heard
what happens when you co-sign shit like this, Tevin?
This is the problem, right, Luis? Because either I co-sign it or I just don't, and then I'm blanket label for not co-signing. It's like I'm down if I do, I'm down if I don't.
I'm letting you know.
Man, fuck you, tell niggas
Man,
don't be
it's peak. Oh, let me just make this stance here. I think for that, for stuff like OnlyFans, for stuff like a bunch of other stuff, it's peak. But I want no part of it. How about that?
Okay.
So you're saying the net positive here is that a bunch of freaks will take a shower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
but now I think I have to, when I go to someone's bathroom, I have to pull the curtain to see what they're washing with. And if I see that fucking bar of soap, I'm leaving.
They not doing nothing with that bar of soap. But
wait, hold on.
Right. Oh no, the soap, the bar of soap is gonna have a hole like this through it.
I missed part of that conversation. Why are you checking people's curtains, moving people's curtains to see what they bathe with?
Because I need to see if you're a fucking freak.
Did I miss the beginning of that conversation?
No, because if I'm like I gotta go pee, and then I pull the curtain on the shower and I see that fucking Sydney Sweeney bar, because I need to know. I need to know who you are.
That's my question.
I need to know what you are.
The curtain on somebody's shower.
Because I need to know.
Who are you to do that?
I need to know what kind of freak I'm surrounding myself with.
Look, it's not the soap. It's not the soap. It's the technique. These niggas don't know how to wash their ass. That's what it is.
They only washing their dick tip when they jerk off.
My thing is, like, if it's Sydney Sweeney's bath water, how good is that gonna smell? Even if they do wash their ass, how much better are you going to smell? It's her bath water. That means it's her dirty water.
Hey, Tev,
well, I mean, the marketing.
I don't think.
First, and then the marketing is always deceptive with those things. It's just like we put 0.0001% of the bath water in this bar of soap, and it just smells like lavender.
Yeah, it's just regular soap. But we told you that we told you that we did that.
And honestly, we don't even know if she actually bathed.
No, I think legally you have to.
Are thinking they can get a step.
I think she did bathe in the commercial, right? Like she was actually.
Because this was done before, and people. This was done before, and legally you have to put some amount of the bath water in there to market it as
either
bath
that
water
or
infused.
On the box it'll be like
not actually Sydney Sweeney's.
Didn't actually use Sydney Sweeney's bath water. It has to be one of the two.
Which at that point it just won't sell.
I mean, you think niggas is reading the box?
You're right. They can't.
You think these niggas are reading the box?
Right.
You think these niggas buying this soap are reading the box?
I actually do think they're reading the box.
No, I think the freak.
Exactly.
I think some yes. I think some yes. I don't think everybody.
I'm not jerking off with just any bar of soap.
Yeah, they need to know the contents of that shit.
They gonna be holding that shit like L.
Yeah.
How much is actually in this?
Start licking it like. Not enough.
No, that's what,
not enough concentrated salt per volume.
I'm scared of. It's gonna be videos all over social media where niggas like testing out Sydney Sweeney's soap, and then the first thing they do is
Ms. Moderator.
Oh, it tastes kind of good.
Oh, I'm waiting. Look, I'm waiting for the TikTok. I'm waiting for the TikTok where he's like, I got Sydney Sweeney's, soap, and I think it's great, and they're gonna hold it up to the camera, and it's gonna be a big circle in the center, and you'll be like, I think it's great. It works perfect.
It's gonna be a
clean hole right through the center.
Ms. Moderator.
Yeah, we gotta move on to this topic.
It's time.
All right, let's move on.
Hey man, when Madam Web bombs like that, you need
topic
money.
Unusual or unusual.
Good.
All right, now we just talking nonsense.
Next topic: Tinder will
Young X
chaos. Thank you. Tinder will reportedly have a height filter for users.
Wow.
Usual or unusual? What are y'all's thoughts on this? I think it's usual, but
are you scraping the bottom of the barrel with these or what?
And we'll work our way around.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by like?
Is that not?
I guess.
Damn.
Tell funny as fuck.
This isn't the kind of production I thought it was.
What is this?
I mean,
I'm gonna wait till we get off camera.
People have a height requirement.
I guess it's usual. I mean, like everybody has a preference. Niggas are probably gonna lie regardless.
It was a joke, Sean.
I guess to play devil's advocate is gonna be for the people that's like, well, can we have a weight preference too? Who cares? All of it. Who cares?
Hold on,
because
if we go in height, we need to know the weight.
That's a legitimate.
You know what I'm saying?
But all of it doesn't matter to me. All of it doesn't matter.
If we gonna take it there, what we doing?
I'm gonna take it further.
Go on, bro. We gonna take it there.
I'm gonna take it further.
I'm gonna take it further. If we gonna go height, but let's throw the weight on that motherfucker too. Come on, bro.
That's why. But yeah, that's why.
I couldn't even hear Dale. Dale, your shit even old.
Oh shit, my shit on mute. My bad.
Come on, bro. We taking that bitch further.
But yeah, that's
what we talking about.
Like, I guess technically it is usual because everybody has their preferences. But like I said, niggas gonna lie regardless.
I think
like,
it's fucked up, bro.
Like,
niggas like
lie.
me, bro.
Oh,
come on, bro. I need.
I hate tall, skinny ass niggas that be trying to act like they're not tall, bro.
This nigga, the
6, like,
come on, bro. We
I'm gonna have
6'7".
So many hoes on me because I'm so tall. Fuck
Yeah, Sean. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, Sean. Exactly. Yeah, tall, light skinned, green eyes ass nigga.
Hate
talking about. I hate this shit. I hate this shit.
Why they gotta know my height? That nigga be eager to put his height on that motherfucker.
5'7" niggas, bro.
First nigga fumbling the phone. He's so excited to type his height in.
I hate how silver the spoon I eat from is, man. Fuck
sick of niggas, bro. God damn.
We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that shit. We don't want to do that. Trench stuff.
Hey, this shit unusual though. I think that's crazy.
No, it's not, bro.
I think
it's only unusual because if we gonna do the height, throw the weight on that motherfucker.
Do the weight,
really double down.
It's not that deep. Yeah. I think if honestly, yeah, go ahead.
Kevin, what are your thoughts?
I just think it's usual. I think this is like, we have a height preference. It's Tuesday or it's Friday or whatever the day is.
Yeah. It don't really matter.
I think it's unusual because why they think a height preference is gonna change anything? I'm gonna just put fucking 1,000 on that shit.
Yeah.
Like niggas still gonna get their shit off.
Oh my god.
They doing that shit like like niggas ain't gonna allow that shit.
They say, you think that shit for to stop me, nigga?
Like that shit go.
Niggas already been lying, bro. It is kind of crazy.
I be catfishing all the time. That's why it's just very usual to me. It's
catfish is so bad on Tinder. The fact that
why niggas gonna lie regardless.
Oh man.
But like Tep said, everybody has their preference. So like I'm not mad at as somebody that is actually short. I don't really care about like preferences like that. So like you gonna have your preference, I'm gonna have my preference. But
not me.
There are gonna be niggas that just lie regardless. So I mean,
Shut up,
does this really change? Yeah, ignore that nigga. That's why you're the fake Joe. All right, Kiana.
All right.
Damn, I can't speak, bro. I'm part of this podcast.
Are we gonna get our opinions on the new Lizzo song?
Yeah. Let's get into it.
I would love that. We can wrap up the podcast with the new Lizzo rap song, and let's pass it over to our Lizzo correspondent, Mr. Dell.
Bro,
yeah,
stop fucking with that nigga, man. Because he really goes fast.
Wrap up this fucking podcast, man.
No. Come on, man. Let's actually talk about it. She was spitting some bars.
Sean, you can pull up the clip.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
Sean, you can pull up the clip.
I'm not doing that.
Sean,
I don't want no beef. I don't want no beef with Sailor Dog.
That's crazy.
I don't want no beef with Sailor Dog. That nigga you might know some shit. You might know some shit.
Got the crash out. Come on, that nigga down, boy.
Okay, Kiana, take us home. Take us home.
Hey. All right. Well, this was a great episode. We actually have 2 quotes of the days. One was very early in the episode and one just happened. So our quote of the episode came from Marshawn. It was, "The bit was for y'all." I thought I just had to throw that in there. And then second, I thought that would be a great episode title. "The bit was for y'all."
That's a fire episode.
Because Marshawn is the bit, actually, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Or
the fake bit.
Our honorable
the fake
mention.
Bit.
This nigga Luis in the Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Our honorable mention actually comes from. Our honorable mention is from Dell with "I'm 6'1000." I don't give a fuck.
Wait, what?
You
Say
just
again?
said that.
Was
Yeah, you
it?
cut out. You cut out. You cut
So,
out. You cut out.
oh, I'm sorry. Dell said I'm 6'1,000. That is the honorable mention.
Hey man, 6 foot 1,000 inches.
Jesus.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, this was I think I'm having like my phone's like overheating right now, so I'll be quick. But this was a great episode. Thank you all for listening. Peace, loves, blessings, and the bit was for y'all.
That's such a good title. Wait, oh, that's fire.